Ladies and gentlemen, we are live and it is game day. Tomorrow we will play the New York Jets with Aaron Rodgers. We have an open panel to get to. Get your thoughts on this week's game and so much more. So stick around. We'll be back.
New seasons, new gear. Show the world what it means to be a fan in 100% authentic gear. Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
What's up, everybody? Hope y'all having a great Friday. I know I am. As a matter of fact, I got this little thing here. I'm gonna light it up real quick. Man, I enjoy life. I don't care what nobody says, man. Regardless, this team has been a little disappointment, but it is what it is. Well, actually, a lot disappointment. Let me see. We got a few people commenting. David Iglesias, F2 trash. Daniel Berry Sports, what's up? And my man Costa Nostra, what's que pasa, man? How you doing, man? Listen, a long time ago, I remember back in the 90s when I was growing up, it was there was a group called the NWA. Well, we all know what that stands for. And they had a falling out of sorts. And I'll never forget what Eazy-E said. I was the captain. Dre was the sidekick. Everything was cool until he wanted to get what I got. And basically what he was trying to say was he was trying to get as much money as him, maybe more control of the company and things of that nature. And I think that's what's going on with. We see that going on here now. There's a little power struggle, if you will, and between Chris Greer and Mike McDaniel, things are starting to get leaked out. Back when it was all good, when we were winning, everything was tight-lipped. This draft was tight-lipped. Nothing was getting out. All of a sudden, bits and pieces are starting to leak out to the media. More and more people are starting to confirm what Fangio was saying about this team when he left. A lot of people that say that Big Fangio wanted out of here. I may remind you that when Vic Fangio, what's up, Ken Rankin? Vic Fangio, when he was about to, he agreed to the job on principle, okay? And right before he signed the dotted line and made it official, the defensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles got poached, but I forgot who the team was, but he got poached. And if Vic Fangio wanted that Philly job, he could have said, hey, listen, I know I agreed to you, but it wasn't official. I see a better job in Philly, and I'm going to go take it. People do that all the time. But he stuck to his word because he could have got that Philly job way before he got it this year. It was open about the same time. Remember, the offensive coordinator got a head coaching job, and the defensive coordinator got a head coaching job. So if he wanted to be the head coach in Philadelphia, he could have been that head coach. But he chose not to. So, what's up, Joe Rist? Good to see you, brother. You know, they mutually parted ways, meaning, listen, I think if the culture was a little bit different, I think he would have stayed. He didn't like what he was seeing. He didn't like the direction this team was going. I said, you know what? I'm out of here. He didn't agree with the team building and vice versa. I don't think he had his eyes on Philadelphia like people make it out to be. Like he was, okay, I'm here, but I really want to be in Philadelphia. No. I think it was serendipitous. The fact that he got a chance to go to Philadelphia. But I think if the circumstances were right, I think he would have stayed in Miami. But the ways of Vic Fangio is long and gone. And thus we have. Tomorrow, Sunday, we play the New York Jets. And yeah, man, we are Jafango. I think I think Vangio and Flores would have put together one of the best defense in our time, and just needed an offensive coordinator to complement them. This team would have been nice. What could have been? Hey, I couldn't say it any better than you can. One thing too, people think that just because people grew up in the cold. What's up, Mudbone? Look at Buffalo Cook, James Cook, as a native Floridian. He went to Central High School, grew up in Dade County, and he's playing pretty good in the snow. Had we drafted him instead of, let's say, A-Chan or something like that, I don't think he'd be playing the same way he's playing in the snow like he is now, because he practices in that on a daily basis. So when you're practicing in cold 5 days, 3 days a month versus 3 days a week, you can see there's a difference. We know that people in my that except for I would say Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay did pretty well against Green Bay. In that AFC Championship game. But then again, Tom Brady, I don't think was living here that long before he started practicing. Not to mention, Tom Brady's mentally tough. It is what it is. Right now, as we see it, Miami is given 6 points this Sunday's game. 6 points. So I think that's a good thing. I think we should win this game. I'm going 31-14. This team is underachieving right now, and yeah, man, everybody. Tom Brady had Leonardo DiCaprio sloppy seconds. Hell no. But yeah, man, Aaron Rodgers thought he could duplicate what Tom Brady did. be successful in one franchise and hop on to another franchise and go to a Super Bowl. Hell, they'll be lucky if they go to a playoff. But that's neither here nor there. Last night was a pretty good game. Lions won. The Lions won. What was it score? What was the score? Tell me what was the score for the Lions? Yeah, the Lions won 34-31. Yeah, 34. Thank you, man. Thank you. 34-31, Jafango. What's going on, man? Appreciate you. Yeah, they won 34-31. It was down to the wire. Green Bay, man, I'm telling you, looks like a good team, man. Hey, I'm hoping that the Lions go to the Super Bowl this year. I think the only other threat to maybe be the Eagles. Then, of course, you got the AFC. You got Kansas City. You got Buffalo. You got Baltimore, Pittsburgh. As much as I like Pittsburgh, I don't think Pittsburgh is going to be that team. I think they're a good regular season team. Baltimore looks more like a good, a good playoff team. Oh man, come on up. I'm dropping the link. Anybody who wants to come up and just chat with me, I'm just here kicking it, man. I'll probably end it around 7:30. That's when Blitz Pickup is going live. Shout out to Louis Amador and Tony for the good jobs they're doing over there, man. But this team, we have no room for error. Not only do not only do we have to win it out, we also have to hope for teams to lose. I'm looking at the standings right now. Let's look at the standings together, shall we? Here's the playoff picture. You got Kansas City and Buffalo. They already got their tickets punched into the playoffs. Buffalo already clinched the AFC East. In the fourth seeds, we have Kansas City, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, and Houston in the first four seeds, respectively. And then we have the Chargers, Baltimore, and Denver in the last three remaining slots. And in the hunt, we have the Colts, the Dolphins, and Cincinnati. So, and here's the thing. Denver and Baltimore only have 5 losses. Same thing with the Chargers. So they have to lose games. They have to lose at least maybe 3 games for us to make it into the playoffs. We're not mathematically eliminated yet, but it don't look good. As the saying goes, we have our chances are slim to none, and Slim just left town. So, yeah, I don't think it's going to be Costa Nostra. Eagles with their broken wing QB are tough out. well-built team stout. Yeah, and listen, one thing about Coach I like about the Eagles is their trenches, defensive line and offensive line, are both well-built. I mean, Eagles has the top 5 scoring defense. And then, of course, you have the AFC North, which Detroit already punched their ticket in. They already clinched the playoff spot. Detroit did. You have Detroit, Philadelphia, Seattle, and Atlanta. Those are the division winners. And the last 3 is Minnesota, Green Bay, and Washington, respectfully. And of course, on the outside is Tampa, Arizona, and the Rams. Oh yeah, I mean, Jafango, yeah, I agree with you. If the Lions and the Eagles met in the NFC Championship, it will be great. But I think it would be even better in the snow. I don't know why. I like snow games. Unless it's my team playing, then no, I don't like the snow games. But if it's other teams playing, I like to see some slow games. A good slugfest in the snow. That's good stuff, man. Yeah, so listen, Jared Goff got the Lions their first playoff win in a long time, man. They snapped. As a matter of fact, before what's up, Brian AP? Before the Lions started winning playoff games, they were the longest. They were the longest team to not win a playoff game. And then as soon as they won a playoff game, last year, we kind of took their spot. Kind of sucks. Yeah, man. But Jared Goff is he's doing what he's asked of. As a matter of fact, the offensive coordinator for the Lions is somebody that Miami fans are hoping they could get as the next head coach. Which, if you given Stephen Ross's pattern, as he likes to get coaches that don't have any first-time head coaches. That's his thing. He hired Philman. He hired Brian Flores, Adam Gase, and Mike McDaniel, all first-time head coaches. So maybe he's gonna start taking his own advice. You know they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, right? So hence the reason why would you get another first-time head coach? You've done it 4 times, and all it does is you get to the make you get a good playoff run, and then fire him right before they get a chance to see their plan fruition. You know, and I think that's why I hate to say this, Buffalo Bills is going to be champions for a while, because while all of us are hitting the reset button on coaches, McDermott is staying at Buffalo with Josh Allen, and they're building camaraderie. They're building stability. They are building a 1-2 combination. So and we just keep hitting the reset button, hoping to try to catch the Buffalo Bills. Because right now, that's who we have to catch is Buffalo, not the Patriots, not the Jets. We have to catch Buffalo. And let's face it, by hitting the reset button again, I don't know. And if we do hit the reset button, oh man, that's gonna. I don't know what to tell you, man. It is. It is. What's up, Color? I see you in the back. What's going on? It is crazy to think that we're gonna go through this cycle again and think we're gonna be catching up to the Buffalo Bills by hitting the reset button one more time. But if they do hit the reset button, I would say, look, I'm tired of the first-time head coaches because I don't care. Fred, what's up, Fred? I want Mike Vrabel, man. I think, look, he's gonna kick out the players that I think we're gonna have to take a step back next year. He's gonna kick out these soft players that don't want to play here. But yeah, I don't see Ross. Ross doesn't seem like the type of person that takes orders. He likes yes men. And no Vrabel? Why? Tell me why, Costa. Tell me. I want to hear this. Why no on Vrabel? What's going on, man? Vrabel is going to OUS. Damn, Oklahoma? I don't know. Just like they said that the rumor about Belichick going to North Carolina. Cap for life, using his 15 membership. Bills won the division with a dollar-free roster. Yeah. Again, and you know why Cap for life? Hey, Cap for life, what's going on? Appreciate you. Yeah, man, 18 months, man, over a year. Salute to you, man. You know what? This one's for you, Cap for life. So that should tell you right there. ABAB, what's up? It's not player. It's coaching. It's camaraderie. Oh, Fred Bell, you ain't the only one. Hey, listen, man, I dropped the link. Y'all come up and kick with me for a while, man. What's up? Hey, ABAB.
Oh,
Now that you're here, I want what are your thoughts on Mike Vrabel? Please put it in the chat. Let me know. I really want your honest opinion on Mike Vrabel if he was to
Well,
come.
his name starts with 2 consonants.
Huh?
That's kind of weird.
Who's that?
Mike Vrabel. His name starts with 2 consonants. That's kind of weird.
Yeah. Every time I think of Mike Vrabel, I always think of that. What's that? Damn it! That it's a Disney. I don't know if it's a Disney cartoon, but it's a cartoon with 2 mouses. You know. I forgot the name of it.
Oh, not Pinky and the Brain.
No. I forgot what it's called, but it's the soundtrack is somewhere out.
That's Fievel, American.
Fievel, that's what I always think of.
American Tail. Yeah,
that's what I always think of when I think of Mike Vrabel. That's what I always think of.
That's weird. He's kind of odd. Yeah, and the sequel to that was Fievel Goes West.
Yeah, bro.
I never
Listen,
saw it.
We're mammals. We're not fish. Fake buffaloes.
What'd he say? What Ab said?
He
Man,
said,
how come we never hear from Ab, bro? He never comes on the panels or nothing, bro.
hey,
I've
man,
known that dude for 5 years, bro. I've
Who?
never
Ab?
once heard his voice.
hey, man, listen, he does his good thing. I like him in the chat. He's cool there. But yeah, he doesn't know why he got fired in Tennessee. Maybe, yeah. I mean,
Oh, well, look at this.
what's that?
So the word Vrabel, I thought it might be a German word, but it didn't translate. So then I thought, well, it's definitely Germanic. So I looked up
Austrian.
No, I looked up Dutch, and Vrabel, Vrabel, directly translates to the word ask.
ASK.
Yep.
Yeah. Not
Now
ass.
in Danish, which is also a Germanic rooted language, in Danish, Vrabel means sparrow, like a bird.
So it's Ask the Sparrow, bro. We got to ask the Sparrow to save this team, bro.
All right, here we go. Joe Rist. I have a good question about Vrabel. Is he actually a coach that can go with us where we need to go, or do people like him? No, listen,
bro. He went to the championship game with our ex-quarterback, bro. That's a slap in the face to let you know, yeah, he can do it with anybody.
Man, listen. I don't know, man. To think that the three coaches are having success. Campbell,
Flores, and Fangio.
Yeah, thank you. You read my mind perfectly. That's why I love you, Cap for Life. So how you been, man? I haven't heard from you in a while. How you doing, man? Hey, Dolphin Don, what's up?
Laying low, man. Just trying to stay out of trouble, man. Just at this point in time, it makes no sense to add fuel to the fire because nobody wants to start a fire, bro. So it just seems like everybody's coming back and everybody's content with it. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. What much can we do? You know what I mean?
Oh, we can do a lot, but I mean, everybody's has that defeated mentality, which is not going to get us anywhere. But when it comes to season renewal, that mentality disappears, and they give them all their money. So that's on them, bro.
Tony said he stopped his renewal.
No, yeah, look, and I talked to a couple of people today, bro, on Twitter, and a couple of buddies of mine. The Dolphins are making their rounds this week to get that season ticket money. So they're going to sell you a hope and a dream. And I hope you guys are smart enough to say no dice.
Cap. They already have been. I've been in contact with my agent for the last month. He told me.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna wind it down. They're gonna wind it down, bro.
When I told him to hold off and put me on hold, before the Raiders game, and he told me, "Well, I'll call you back on Monday after the game." So they're literally going week to week, like.
Hey,
Color. Next time he calls, when he calls you next time, bro. When he calls you next time, bro, put me on call awaiting, bro. Please make it a 3-way call, please, bro. Let me talk to them, bro.
Oh, damn. Hey, Color. Cap wants to have a 3 with you, but anyway,
and the Dolphins sales team.
Is this the view you have behind me?
Cosa Nostra, are you trying to insult me, or do you really want an answer to the question? Because I'm not burning calories on trolls anymore.
It has done.
First of all, it flurried. Second, the report changed that morning to be calling for snow, and I told you all to wait because when you got the Mississippi River to your west and the Great Lakes to your east, it literally could snow any time. That's what I said. So you're either trying to like fool me, make me out to be a fool, or whatever. So if your question is sincere, that's the answer to it. But
no. Cosa Nostra isn't a troll. I can tell you right now, Cosa Nostra ain't a troll. I think his question is sincere.
I mean, I don't know. Cap's Mr. Weatherman. I don't know how else you take that.
Slight chance of precipitation.
Like when somebody writes that, like that shape, that's calling
You
me
read my
out,
mind too, bro.
I don't know why I'm supposed to take it any other way, man. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. It's the weather, bro. Like, seriously.
What are you talking about? What weather are
We're
you talking
hinging,
about? The game
we're
for Sunday?
hinging my credibility now on the weather. Seriously?
Color, what are you talking about?
Bro, you
Because
don't
I
live in New
said
York.
that the report was not calling for snow all week. And it
Where,
flurried.
New York?
No, in Green Bay.
I mean,
Oh, talking about the game?
listen, weathermen get it wrong. So what's the difference?
That's my point. So it's an obvious troll.
Hey, Ale!
What's going on?
Yeah, tough.
What you doing, bro?
Chilling.
How you feel, bro? I mean, I know you've been going through a lot. I see your timeline, bro. Talk to me, bro.
He wants to extend Mike McDaniel.
Talk to me, bro. I know you're hurting, bro. What do you have to say, Ale? Talk to me. Talk to us.
Hey, yeah, I'm ready because the Dolphins are not doing good right now.
How
do you feel about that?
I'm pissed off. Everybody knows how big of a diehard fan I am.
The Knicks or the Dolphins?
The Dolphins.
But
The Knicks won again last night.
Oh, hell no. Don't bring that crap over here, bro. Come on, man.
I asked him.
Damn, Knicks.
Yeah, they won last night, but this is a Dolphins channel, not a Knicks channel. So,
how is it now, man of the hour? How's my mic now?
No, you're good.
yeah, your mic's fine. Shake.
Okay, perfect. Now, because I was too far from the mic.
I just want to know how that car keeps driving with no. Man, that car has got good gas mileage. Bro.
Oh yeah, it's an electric car. It's one of those Teslas. It's driving by itself.
Yep,
Tesla.
that's true. I like that car. Yeah, we're going to the virtual reality thing.
No, but we're going back in time, bro.
Yeah, to when the Dolphins are good.
Mm-hmm. Back in the
That's
80s.
a flux capacitor, bro.
That's correct. In the 80s. Let's go.
Uh-oh. What's up, Pete?
Pete!
It's Pete.
Yo, mic check. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
1 2 1 2.
Yeah, we can
What's
hear you,
up,
Pete.
Shay?
DJ
Man,
Pete.
my weekend cap.
Hey, by the way, that little dolphin thing you had me laughing.
Bro, I was balling, bro.
I'll tell you guys right now. Can you believe, Cap? Alex, well, Color, because he was just there. Shake, you were busy here, so you missed it. But Shake and Alex, can you guys believe, even if we lose on Sunday to the Jets, we could still make the playoffs and be a 6 seed?
Yes, that's correct. That's correct.
Whoa. We did every formula. Okay, so break it down.
We have an opportunity of being the 6th seed in the playoffs, even by losing to the Jets, I believe. Or I think we have to win out to either get the 6th seed. How was it, Color? Regardless, we can lose.
You have to win out to get. You have to win out to get.
Yeah,
the 6th
we
seed.
thought we could get the 6th seed with a loss, but there was something we didn't click. But we can still attain the 6th seed regardless if we win out.
Even if we lose on Sunday, which is not going to happen to the Jets, most fans think, we can still make it to the playoffs with one more loss. So
in a lot of scenarios, and it's not just one scenario; it's a lot of scenarios. We still make the 7th seed even with a loss,
even with another loss. I don't know. It feels better now.
But it hinges upon a whole bunch of other people losing a lot.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's correct. That's correct.
But
the point is, Alex, that we're so still in it that we could attain as high as the 6th seed still.
I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's true. Which I think is really shocking.
Yo, Mr.
It's
Finisher.
a testament to the state of the NFL this year.
What's going on, Mr. Finisher? Where you been at, man?
So,
where you been hiding?
Is that considered scoreboard watching?
Yes.
I know Mr. Finisher is the biggest tournier I know, and he was disappointed with that Green Bay loss, and that's why we haven't seen him in a while. Am I correct?
I think everybody.
I don't know. Mr. Finisher, I think, has been out on Tua for a while.
I know.
I think everybody is pissed off about the Green Bay.
I do remember when he first started coming around. He used to kill me for not liking Tua, man.
Oh man, one of my favorite avatars is when he had the Tua with that big neck brace.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe it wasn't Mr. Finisher. Maybe I'm thinking of, I don't know who I'm thinking of anymore. You all started blending together after about year 3.
Yeah. Kevin Lee, what's going on, man? Hey, man, that was a good game last Saturday, Kevin Lee. Good game.
So he, I don't know if y'all caught it on Twitter. Me and Craig have been going back and forth. You know, not like a conversation like where it's a bunch of name calling. None of that. It's just opinion after opinion. You know, about Dan Campbell. You know, and I even said it, and I believe Noob also chimed in on it too as well. Listen, I gotta tell you this: we need to stop, you know, thinking that a coach that's doing good now, a la Dan Campbell. You know, not saying that he was never going to be a good coach. I'm not saying that at all because I like Dan Campbell. I think Dan Campbell was always, in my opinion, going to be a very good head coach. You know, because he showed a glimpse of it when he was here in Miami.
Yeah.
But we need to stop thinking that a coach that is doing good now was automatically going to be a very good coach 3 years or 6 years ago. You know.
But we're perfectly willing to say that to a guy that's never coached offensive before in his life.
I think Mike McDaniel is in over his head.
I'm not talking about Mike McDaniel. I'm talking about Adam Gase, Mike McDaniel, Brian Flores. I'm talking about everybody we've hired since Dan Campbell was green. So yeah. I'm tired of this narrative. We shouldn't have gone with the green guy.
Dan Campbell I said it in my opening monologue. Listen, Ross talks about insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. He's hired 4 green guys, and you know he's gonna go for a 5th one. That's just his MO, bro.
But Dan Campbell, Dan Campbell was not ready.
Well, look, here's the thing.
Time.
I know. Listen,
real quick, Manny. It's short for Alex, greenhorn, Manny. Greenhorn is.
Bottom line, though, it's easier for a coach, whether you're green or not, to coach when you have a loaded team. Bottom line, and it's not just because he's a good coach; it's because they drafted well. They got a hell of an offensive line.
Correct.
So
and they were executing.
It's easier to coach talent. When you have talent, you can't outcoach talent. I'm sorry, you can't.
Dan Campbell's first 2 years in Detroit were not good until
Manny. I find it really hard to believe, Shake, that Manny doesn't know what greenhorn means, bro. Is he trolling me right now, man? See what I'm talking about, Shake?
Well, he's not from the United States, so
Dolphin Dan.
You really don't know what greenhorn means, Manny? I'll tell you. I just, I don't know. He's laughing. Greenhorn means new guy. Wet behind the ears, amateur. You know.
One thing Kirby Smart said. Kirby Smart said this a few years ago. You can't outcoach good recruiting. So, and that's the same thing with NFL.
You know what I wanted to add to what
Bill Belichick was a great coach, but that Patriot roster was he wasn't going
like
to roster.
To add what Alex said, just to add it in my way, there's a possibility we could have kept Dan Campbell as the head coach of Miami here, and because of the ways that are done here, he could have been a complete failure.
Yeah,
that's just
I love it.
That's just in Miami. Dan Campbell probably would have never been a good coach.
Hey, listen. when they fired Adam Gase, he turned down. They wanted to interview him. He turned it down. He's like, hell no, I don't want to come coach this.
Yo, I just gotta say, Ghost is hilarious right here. Ghost is like me. He's like, but Ghost, really quick. If he didn't understand what greenhorn meant, I'm pretty sure he's never heard neophyte either, bro.
No, but you're right, Pete. You're right. He wasn't gonna make it here.
Dolphin Dan.
That's how I always felt. Everybody
Dolphin,
praises Dan Campbell, but with the way we run it, Dan Campbell would have been probably pulling his hair out of his head. You know what I'm saying? He wants to be physical.
Either
he wants
pulling
to
his
coach
hair
his
out
way.
or beating or doing a Brian Flores with a wife beater.
Fact, Shake. There you go.
Dolphin
well, actually,
Dan, the Dolphins
real
were
quick,
5-7 under.
Manny, actually, neophyte is actually, if you break it down, it should be easy for you to figure it out. Like, seriously, I'm not trying to shame you. Neo, obviously, we know what neo means in Latin or whatever is new, and fight, you could just guess that that's some Greek or Latin word that means, person or whatever. You know what I mean? So, or being. So neophyte.
Hey Pete, I'm glad you said that. That was a perfect segue. With Dan Campbell, if Dan Campbell did, all I hear on these spaces that the Dolphins have a similar setup the way Dan Campbell have, and everything, right? So guess what? We don't have the same setup because Dan Campbell uses his quarterback to do quarterback sneaks, and he uses his quarterback to throw in the end zone on 4th down. So no, the setup's not the same.
And not only is the setup what you're saying is not the same, but more of where I'm coming from
I think if
what
Dan
Shake
Campbell,
said. It would have been.
This word
if
for
Dan,
new.
hold on,
Yeah.
if Dan Campbell was the coach over Mike McDaniel right now, if the Dolphins would have hired McDaniel in 22 or 21, whichever.
Oh man,
I
the
think
Tuaniers would
that
have made
the
him
Dolphins,
Satan as well. They would
I
have
think the
labeled him
Dolphins-
Satan as well.
I think the Dolphins would have had a better record than what they've had.
Listen, I'm a Tuanier. Okay, I'll probably say it, but the Tuaniers would have ran off fucking Dan Campbell just like they ran off Brian Flores because Brian Flores wouldn't play this patty cake crap either. He would have called out.
Shake, that's why I like you, because you can identify your own fallacy. You know what I mean? You're already like, yeah, I like Vrabel or Campbell, but Vrabel's the same in the same boat. They would have ran him off the same way as Flores.
Mm-hmm.
Probably,
and they're already trying to.
That's exactly what. That's I agree with Shake. That's how I see it.
Not all coaches are the same as other coaches. No, they have to.
He's a tough.
Yes,
he's not going to do.
Like
listen,
hold on, real quick.
was still here when Dan Campbell was
I'm
here.
not saying he would have been.
Let me finish real quick,
Alex. I'm not saying that he would have been a full dick like Brian Flores, but he wasn't going to go over 900 plays with Brian Flores with Tua and say, "Hey, you belong here. Look at these plays you did." Hell no, he wouldn't have done that either. He wasn't. He was. Dan Campbell was not a coddler. He did not coddle his players. As a matter of fact, there's been a couple of times where he called out damn it, the quarterback they have now on several press conferences. He got crucified for that because he called out Jared Goff. He said, "Hey man, our quarterback needs to play better." Straight up on press conferences.
But that's fine.
That's how you do it.
But
you have to do that sometimes.
Just because Tua didn't mesh well with Brian Flores, even though we would never know, he may have meshed better with Dan Campbell or Mike Vrabel and Mike McDaniel. You could actually be correct on both aspects. He's right now. I'm looking for the word. Sorry. He's meshing well. He's meshing well right now. He's meshing well with Mike McDaniel, but he probably
That's who Mike McDaniel is, Alex. He's Joel Osteen.
Wait a minute here. You got to realize, Alex, it's not just Tua that's not mixing well with the personality of Flores. Okay, it's everybody from the cheerleaders down to the janitor, bro. You're not. All you're doing is you're holding Flores responsible for something because you're so sure that what he did was different than what Belichick, Vrabel, Campbell, Tomlin, Peyton, Harbaugh, or any of the great coaches do, bro. You're still convinced that he did something different. I don't know where that
What's up, Tony?
bias is coming from. Okay,
Yeah.
but the fact of it is, Vrabel
with
came
DVP
from
is
New
a great
England.
combination.
McDaniel, all of them. McDaniels, Josh, from New England. Bill O'Brien from New England. These coaches are going to expect certain things that Mike McDaniel doesn't expect. And that's why Mike McDaniel meshes well with the team. Because the team is soft.
I agree with you that the team
That's
is
a match
soft.
made in heaven.
There's
I
nothing
agree.
that
Made in heaven,
Flores
fellas.
did extra than any other hard-nosed coach does, bro.
I agree. I agree that the team is soft. We
When they
do
talk about
they-
abusive, and I asked them to define abusive, and they refuse to, because abusive means hard-nosed coaching. That's what abusive means to the people
hold
in
on,
our
real quick.
organization.
Hey, I am with Tony. I am wearing my Brian Flores jersey right now. Let's bring him home.
Man, I almost want to get. I got to get a pack of
Oh
those
my
shakes.
God.
What do
Oh
those
my
go for? Like
God.
$7 at Walmart or something? I got to get a
The
pack.
Yeah,
of
$5
those.
but you
color,
get a
$5
pack of 10 for like $10, man.
$5 at Walmart color or $10.
I got to get a
Yeah,
pack. Of
there
those.
you go. I got it. Yeah, that's the official jersey.
Or get
Brian
it
Flores
from the
jersey.
corner store.
I might even go full. I might even go full sleeves and roll up my pack of cigarettes in the shoulder.
Oh man.
Here's why I think that if they do decide to bring it, if Vrabel were to come in here and take over this team over McDaniel, I think you wouldn't have to really change a lot on this team
You
to
have to change a lot.
be successful. There's some guys that yes, you would need to put out the door if Vrabel were to come in here. But I think
The
With
other
him full
thing is,
control of the roster,
Alex,
nothing
the other
changes?
thing is, what makes you think a guy like Vrabel is even going to take the phone call if he knows that he's going to be hamstrung by a bunch of soft players?
Can you guys imagine if we,
let me color.
can you guys
color.
imagine if we do what the Bills did last year and we do it this year? I'm gonna give you a little example.
But
We pretty much keep the
if
same
he handed the
team
GM range?
and
Get rid of Hill and Waddle. You have to do
and
that.
we dump Tyreek Hill and we go into next year with this.
Bro, I can't believe Pete. I can't believe that
To
stat
do
that
what the
Mark gave
Bills
us
did,
on
you
the
literally
show,
have to
Pete.
get rid of Waddle and Hill to do what the Bills did.
No,
Yeah,
you wouldn't have to
yeah,
get rid of
Triple,
Waddle.
exactly,
You
bro.
wouldn't have to
Actually-
get rid of Waddle.
Exactly,
No. You wouldn't-
Triple.
Waddle, you would
Actually,
not have to get
I
rid
like.
of.
Listen,
No.
I like Waddle.
Hill, you can
Waddle-
move off of.
Waddle is the only person I see that's holding everybody to a higher standard. He doesn't.
I
care
actually
about
believe it.
stats.
Shake, I agree with you, bro. I actually think Waddle is not one of the soft ones.
No,
Agreed. I agree with color. Yeah, I agree.
he
And
wants to win.
everybody knows I don't think I'm not 100% on his skill
He's
set.
the only
You know what I
person.
mean?
He's the only person I know that wasn't celebrating his stat. What do you buy? What do you think of your You got the rookie record for receptions. He goes, we didn't win anything, so it doesn't matter to me.
Right,
Yeah, I mean,
He put it on the team.
See,
He
this
said,
is
"Hey,
a catch
we need to win
22,
as a team."
Jermaine. It's not the players that are soft; it's the coach. Again, I mean, maybe.
Don't the players take on the personality of the coach, though?
But again, we had a hard-nosed coach, and he got ran out of the building. So it's obviously the players that require.
Right, yeah, it's definitely the players at that point, right? And plus, they take on the personality
It's
of
like
the
a
coach.
paradox, Jermaine. It's like which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Yeah. Shout out to Jermaine,
They
man.
both came at.
Haven't seen him in
They
a while.
both.
What's going on,
Hey,
Jermaine?
color,
How you
no.
doing?
Color, they both came at the same time because the female chicken that was created had eggs in her.
So this is why I think a lot of people bring it back to Greer, because it's Greer that brought
You
all
know
the
what?
soft people in here,
Until
including
we
the
don't
coach.
get that answer scientifically answered, the world will never be a good place. Until we
The
don't
world
know
will
what
never
happened
know.
first.
A one,
If it was the
a
chicken
two,
or the egg,
a three.
if we
No.
can't get that one answered, we'll
Three.
never know how
I
to
just
live
gave
in
you
this
the
world.
philosophical reason, Pete.
Hey, let me
I
let
just
me
gave
give a
you the
shout out
philosophical
to.
reason why they came at the
Hey,
same time.
let me give a shout out to the MVP of the AFC East roundtable, Dolphins roundtable.
Wow,
CB83,
he made it to MVP.
he is
Is
the
that like
MVP of the AFC East roundtable. I love TD. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? And I love Dudley Do Wrong. But you know,
so? Is
CB83
that like a
See?
Tua? Is that like a Tua level MVP?
Hey, Elijah is balling, bro.
Wait, who's in the Hall of Fame? Who's in Larry L's Hall of Fame?
Not me. I was listen. I was the Richmond Webb. I never made it in.
Oh, you never made it in. You never
No.
made the cut, the final cut.
No.
We know Von Joe did. Where's Von
Yeah,
Joe
he
at?
was
so
the
can
first
get us the
ballot,
acceptance
man.
speech? Yeah,
I miss
Von
Larry,
Joe's
bro.
first ballot.
Me too, bro. And you know
Made
what?
it to the
Who else
Hall
I
of
missed
Fame
too?
on Larry L.
Hey, you know who else I missed? Batman.
Damn.
Stephen
I
D,
missed
Batman, everybody left, bro.
Hey, shout out to
Batman,
CD
you know, I
and
missed
Batman is
Batman,
the
man.
Batman is the
said
Eichenberg
CB83
here.
Man,
had the
see
best
those
film
dudes.
breakdown ever.
I need to get them dudes
He is
stock
now
advice
Eichenberg
because they know
supporter
how
now.
to sell high, man. You know what I mean?
He had
what's
to.
up, Blue? How you doing, man?
Batman had to make sure. Batman had to make
listen.
sure that everybody stopped talking about Eichenberg. He's now.
So
on
listen,
Blue!
one thing about Batman, when he started at 6:30, I would tune in at 7, and that's probably when his intro was about to. He had like a 30-minute
Right.
intro. And
Exactly. I know. Just tune in at 7, right?
Hey,
That's
State,
when
look
you know
at
the intro was good.
CC's comment. Look at CC's comment.
Oh,
Just hire Jesus to
man.
coach Tua. We'll just get
Batman
him
was in
fired
my
too.
chat today. Shout out to Batman. That man was mad.
Oh,
He heard
God,
me bring up Skylar
CTR.
Thompson.
Jesus.
You want the bat to come out? Bring up Skylar Thompson. He'll come out of the chat. He'll say something.
Although I think CC getting fired as a head coach is probably not the worst thing that Jesus has ever experienced.
Yeah, he was. Shout out to Batman. He don't click links no more.
I mean, back when they used to fire you in the Roman provinces, man, look what happened then. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, listen. That's when I first. Hey, listen. I remember the first time I heard crypto. I was listening to one of Larry's. It was one of Larry's Saturday night panel, and I used the background, and I fell asleep listening to the show. All of a sudden, I hear somebody screaming. It was crypto. I'm like, "What the fuck?" He woke me up from my sleep.
Those were classic battles,
Larry.
man.
God, I miss the old day. I miss that crypto turning it up on Larry. That would have been priceless.
Man,
They were at it, bro.
Those were classic. Had to put him in the back because he would try to mute crypto, but crypto would just unmute himself.
Well, crypto's got that special Washington D.C. phone that just talks right through the mute.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yo, we thought that was a joke because we thought it was a flaw in StreamYard. But he talks through the mute on Twitter too, bro. It's crazy, man. It's like, where do you buy your phones, Crypto?
He said he would tell you, but he had to kill you.
I think he dips into D.C. I think he goes over to the District of Columbia and buys them where the feds get their phones. You know what I mean? Like, that's
they can't be muted.
Hey, Crypto, you saw what happened in South Korea?
That post office issue, bro. It just talks right through the mute. You can't mute a post office worker. Are you kidding me?
Crypto, you saw what happened?
Got that special mic.
What happened? What happened in South Korea?
I heard about it, but I didn't read the details on it. I just heard it.
They instated martial law, bro.
Yeah, they tried to do it. People stopped it though.
Crypto's got one of them plutocratic.
They did stop it. Yeah. Oh my God. Lewis. Oh damn.
He got himself a special cell tower on Pluto.
What's going on?
Damn emojis. What's going on?
I'm not gonna lie, those Larry days. If I didn't defend Larry, he would get mad. Hey, Larry used to be getting hot when I disagree.
Especially on Saturday night, drink a beer.
Larry, what
drinking? Larry got
Is Louis Medina saying he's out as a fan until McDaniel's gone? Is that what he's saying?
Pete, shut up, Pete. You're a troll.
That's
Pete.
what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay, Pete, I don't know.
Every time I disagree with him,
the
oh my God.
Now, Joe makes a good point. Joe makes a really good point. Our Hail Mary would be insane with Jesus Christ at head coach.
Damn,
exactly.
Listen, this comment really is.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, those streams were 5 years ago. That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
Right, it is crazy, ain't it? 5 years ago. Yep, when they all started. Yep. Damn.
Man.
Larry's been off about a year now. I think he about a year now almost, right? Since Larry retired.
No, yeah,
It's been about a year.
Retired he retired when
Last
McDaniel
summer.
started.
Well, really? Was it at the beginning of McDaniel?
Yeah.
Tenure?
Mhm.
Really? It's been that long?
Yeah.
Wow, I thought he did 1 year with McDaniel. I thought we was under McDaniel.
Maybe
remember we drafted Waddle. Remember he was there doing a Waddle draft.
First year.
Yeah,
he did the first year. He did the
that
first
draft.
year and the second year.
And then the second year, yeah. I remember being
Yeah,
around.
Larry was here before McDaniel because I remember him talking, but during the coaching search.
Yeah, doing our coaching search. Yep. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Listen, Cliff D. To put it simple, the reason I support the Dolphins is because I was diagnosed with Stockholm syndrome.
Right.
Did they bring another NFL team to Miami?
But you took it from me, Shake.
Did they bring another NFL team to South Florida? I missed that news. I mean, if Palm Beach County got a new team, I would totally. Right now, if they hit me right now,
I mean,
if the Dolphins are doing good and West Palm Beach gets a team, I'd be like,
bro, we'll give you the
I'm
mileage,
still rolling with the Dolphins because that's lifelong.
They will
give you the mileage.
If we were this bad that we are now, and they just announced West Palm Beach is getting a team, oh, I'm gone. That's my new team. Sorry.
And let me tell you what's about to happen.
They would be called the Flamingos, Color. They would be the Flamingos.
Listen, there's rumors right now. There's rumors right now. I don't know if you guys heard, but Orlando in Florida just put a bid to get a football team. Orlando wants an NFL football team.
They want a franchise?
See, they're too far for me, Pete. I'd still be a Dolphins fan.
Damn, that is crazy.
With the way
imagine all the visitors and tourists.
But here's the thing. Here's what I think is going to
Ali
happen.
might switch to Orlando.
I think there's going to be a team in Florida that shifts from where they're at to Orlando. And I don't know why. I just get the itchy feeling is going to end up being the Miami Dolphins.
They ain't moving the Dolphins, bro.
Yes. I'm telling you.
The Dolphins cannot swim in the middle of the
I'll tell you why, Pete. I'll tell you why.
It's not going to work.
I'll tell you why, Pete. Because there are more. I'll tell you why, Pete. Because there are more Dolphins in Boston Harbor than there are in Orlando, bro.
Bro, you have no idea the F1 racing complaints that are going in.
The right body of water.
The F1 race complaints, that's a bad design and a bad build there.
Is not suitable for Dolphins.
No,
you know
Crypto, that lake is an hour and a half south of Orlando, bro. That's not anywhere near Orlando.
Right. That's what I said. I'd be the closest one. And even they can't swim in it.
There are more Dolphins in Boston Harbor than there are in Orlando.
All the racism allegations that came under this organization, Stephen Ross with the cheating allegations with Tom Brady.
But you didn't see the allegations coming out of Washington and Carolina, bro? Those two teams are still in their cities.
Yeah, but it doesn't get worse, I think, than racist allegations.
Trust me.
Washington was all of it.
Hey, Pete,
they stayed there.
You gotta stop while you're here, please.
Washington was racism, sexism, and appropriation because of the Chief Blackhawk or whatever his name is, Chief Blackfoot.
But Washington is far from Orlando.
All that sexual harassment in Washington.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I don't know if that had anything to do with the Redskins.
They just won a Super
That was long
Bowl.
before the Redskins came around.
So the only two teams in Florida I can see going to Orlando is going to either be the Jaguars or the Dolphins. And I don't know why. I just
the Jaguars going to London, Pete. That'll never happen. They're in London. That's London.
Jags would be going to London.
They're going to London. Yeah, that's London.
I mean, it's funny too because
international division.
Well, it's interesting too because it's kind of like the Chargers, where you're like, are they talking about Lightning or are they talking about charge cards? Because it's in California, credit cards, the Chargers. Same with London. Same with London. Are they talking about the animal or are they talking about the automobile, which happens to be the home of the Jaguar brand? You know what I mean?
Exactly. It fits perfect with them.
It'd be a perfect
They
fit.
could just put the perfect fit with the Jaguar brand. Yep. That's actually their car. Yeah, that's their
That's
car. Yep.
probably what they're expecting to do down the road, Crypto. You know?
Yep. Turn their car into the mascot.
Corey, they're talking
Yep.
about the
The
car, bro.
Jaguars.
I
That's
wouldn't even
exactly
be
what they're talking
surprised if whoever
Yeah.
owns the Jaguar Corporation or that corporation buys it from Con.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. They could do it. I mean, they got the capital to do it. They can do
And
it.
it would be a
You wanna
nationalized
know why?
American football
I don't
team.
think I don't think the Jaguars
Right.
are going anywhere.
I think they need to be like the Green Bay Packers, where they could sell it to
Right,
the
but
city
more than that,
or whatever.
it'd
Yeah.
be the British nationalized American football team.
Right. Or the citizens of the United Kingdom own them, or something like that.
That con money has a lot
Just
more
like the
money than what
BBC, Crypto, it would be their football team nationally.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, they will own the national rights. But I don't know if the team, the city, or London.
No, they just know what they do is sort of like a quasi case of fascism where they get the biggest corporation in the country, Jaguar, to buy the team. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, it'd be almost opposite.
So
of
it's
Green
for
Bay's
everybody.
situation
So it's for all
almost.
the citizens of England.
Well, but the
or
thing is,
Britain.
Englanders may have to own parts of Jaguar Company to get any
Right,
kind
but
of voting
then
shares.
you'd have the Scots complaining,
like
and then the
crypto
Irish
with,
complaining, and then the Welsh
Cardano.
complaining. So
Hey, you know,
Yeah.
y'all
Yeah.
reminded me something about Larry
I
right
think
now.
that
Y'all
they're
really
gonna sell it.
want me to tell? Y'all want me to tell you something that used to get me really angry with Larry? Like really angry. He
Everything.
used
Well,
to tell.
you talking about
Yeah.
when he had that meet and greet with Lewis?
No. What used to get me really angry with Larry? He used to make sure.
Didn't he say it was on
everybody-
site, Crypto?
Yeah, it's on
Larry,
site.
hey,
That's what he
hey,
said.
hey,
Wait,
let
what are
me
you
say
saying,
this.
Pete?
Let me say this. Larry used to make sure nobody. He used to mute everybody's mic just to hear and let EM Dolphin fan ramble for a whole hour and praise Tua. He used to let EM just talk praise on Tua all day. Nobody could interrupt EM.
Wow.
Man, that used to get me.
Are
It
you
got
saying
me
that
so
it was
much
Larry
fire
L that
shut
made
up.
I
EM?
remember that.
Are you saying it's Larry L that made
just
EM?
ramble.
Yeah, that's
Oh
what he's
my
saying,
God.
I'm
Color.
pretty sure that's what he
That's
That's
said,
what
what used to
Crypto.
fuel me. I forgot
Yep,
to
that's
tell
what he's
y'all. I
saying.
used to.
Yeah,
Yep.
I used to
It's
unmute.
official.
Hey, EM, what are you
It's
talking
official
about?
now.
Boop. Larry used to kick me out. Pete, let EM talk. The man
It's
been talking
official.
about Tua
Larry
for
L's
20
made
minutes.
EM's career, man.
EM figured
Unbelievable.
that's where EM started to feel his importance was because of Larry L. So you're saying Larry L made EM, Pete?
Yeah.
Facts.
Hold on, is he?
Wow.
Larry,
It's official.
Larry used to
Was
hold
EM in the
EM
Hall
to
of
a
Fame
high
though?
standard.
Oh man. Oh god.
Was he in the?
We
Was
got
he in
some
the Hall of
breaking
Fame though?
news. Oh, that's a good question. He may have been a runner-up to Von Joe. You know, Von Joe made first ballot. EM was on the second ballot.
Well, look at this real quick. Hold on, Shake. I'm going to take over backstage just for a second, if you don't
What
mind.
do you think, baby?
See if we still have it in here. The old intro. Now, everybody pay attention really close. Do we even have it still?
No, it's the old intro.
Oh, the old intro is gone.
Yeah,
Is it? Maybe it's still on my brand. Hold on. No, I don't see it. Damn, man. Because
that was before the recent intro to the tailgate.
You know what? You know what? It might be on our outro too. Hold on. Because I think we still have the old outro. Yeah, check this out. Let's
but
see.
he saved us.
It was only on the intro, man. Apparently.
I'm gonna tell some of y'all right now.
Yeah.
Some of y'all better thank Larry L that he deleted that channel. A lot of y'all better be thanking Larry and sending him praises that he took and deleted a lot of y'all bad takes. Telling y'all right now, a lot of them had bad takes up on that guy's channel. There was a lot of Tua love. So I mean, it kind of helped a lot of you out.
That was the blossom of the community. That show,
Hey,
man.
listen,
We go
Pete,
on
don't worry.
Saturday Night
Hey,
Channel.
listen, don't worry. We still
Saturday
have your
night.
bad takes on this channel. Don't worry.
Thank God.
Damn, Shake.
Well, anyway, I guess I'll just have to describe it. Which one you on? Shake Money or Insomnia? Shake
Shake money
right?
will be fine, please. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so our old intro, that little spinning marquee,
Well, you have the Insomnia.
it would come around. It would
so.
come around to El Cap, and you see right there that the chat that El Cap had up was Von Joe. Like it was a comment from Von Joe that Cap had posted, and it was locked into our intro. The image that flies in on the on that big thing that spins in. So Von Joe's like the true day one.
Yeah.
He's the first chat member that ever showed up in any of our graphics.
Von Joe did on the
yeah, because when it flies in crypto, you see a picture of El Capitan, and he has a comment pulled up, and the comment is from Von Joe.
Okay, I think I do remember that though. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, the comment.
I suppose you could go to some of our really older shows and find it.
Yeah, you probably can.
That intro.
Yeah. Do they delete them after X amount of years, or it's
No.
That's up to us.
Hey, you could see El Capitan's very first episode of when he was the captain.
Mm-hmm. Now we did have to scrub a bunch of stuff because when they demonetized us twice and we couldn't figure out why. And weren't getting any answers from them. So we scrubbed a bunch of videos. Like we deleted a lot of stuff, figuring that there might be something that was violating something or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's not all there, but most of our archives are still up from a while ago.
Right. Yeah, Mike and the Mike was the first episode I saw with him and Cap. On the Tuesday, I think it was like a Tuesday night or something like that. I think that's when one of the first episodes I saw with him and Mike and the Mike was on at the time. Somebody else was on too, I think.
Yeah, we had the cashing in guys with Brandon the Bookie and the other gentleman. I can't remember.
Paul and Cat was
Big
on there.
Kev,
yeah.
Yeah, those guys lost everybody their money. Brandon the Bookie didn't get one pick right. He lost every fan.
You lost everybody.
What are you talking about, Pete? He just makes some controversy. I love it.
Hopefully, Brandon the Bookie's listening, dying
laughing. He's like, what's this guy Pete talking about? He probably don't even remember you, Pete.
Brandon the Bookie's probably like, you know what? Pete might be right. I did lose all my money gambling with my picks.
Yeah, that's Cap's family.
Oh man. Brandon the Bookie. I think he made a couple of appearances on the
Cap's family's like a dynasty. They got like everybody's attached to them in some way.
Manny, wait a minute. When did you change your mind about Pete having horrible takes? You say he was the best in the community, Manny. What went wrong? What happened?
It's because
Manny woke up on the wrong side of the bed today.
What went wrong, Manny?
Manny's wearing flip-flops right now. Guaranteed, that guy clicks the link, shows his feet, he got flip-flops on.
Damn, Manny. Say it ain't so.
That stuff's still bugging me about the weather. I like Cosa Nostra, Shake. I know Cosa Nostra is not a troll. I just think they were trolling me at that moment.
Hold on. Did Pete say he want to see somebody's feet?
Well, he trolled you on Twitter?
Well, you heard that right, Shake.
You're talking about how I was wrong about the weather, bro. And making fun
of weather today?
No, those flurries in Green Bay.
Oh, he said it was flurries. It wasn't none.
Yeah, he's like,
what did he say?
He's like, you said there wasn't going to be no snow, Mr. Weatherman.
Oh, okay. As far as it being
But
flurries in
again,
the third
Koza, I
quarter,
wasn't
it
trying
wasn't
to
like a
predict
snow
it. I was telling
downpour.
you what the forecast
Oh,
was. I'm just reporting what
right,
AccuWeather said, man. Like
right.
that's what I'm
And
trying to
even
say.
it didn't start coming into like the third quarter, the light flurries.
No, but
It
the
was clear.
forecast didn't change till like Thursday morning when they first like the report first started saying, yeah, now there's gonna be
Yeah, it could
snow.
be flurries. Yeah, we get some snow, and it came like in the third quarter.
Here's
But
the
it
thing.
wasn't a downpour. It didn't stick. It wasn't on the ground.
But here's the thing though, and this is why I won't admit to a lie, Kozo, because I know it snowed, but I'm saying what I won't admit to is saying that I was guaranteeing it wouldn't. Because if you go back and listen to the shows,
No,
I
you didn't guarantee it.
explicitly
The
said
weatherman
they're
forecast.
between a major river and Great Lakes. That because it was going to be cloudy and cold,
Yeah.
that yes, it could snow at any
Oh,
time.
that was the week.
No
That
matter
was
what
the
the
week I
report,
was trying to
they
tell you it
literally
was gonna
said
snow.
that. So
Yeah,
to
I
ascribe,
thought it would be just air like it did.
ascribe a prediction to me as if I predicted there would be none, I was simply following the report from
Yeah,
AccuWeather.
but you
And on
kept telling me
I
there
didn't think
won't be none
I didn't
that
think
week.
it was going to cover the field.
let me land real quick.
I
On
was saying
game
it wasn't going
day,
to cover the field.
on game day, when the report changed, I reported to
Mhm.
my audience that the report had changed. I don't know what
Yeah,
anybody
but you were
expects out of
probably
me. I
looking
wasn't
at the
trying
wrong
to
Forecast.
weather,
predict
Cutter, because I
anything.
was that week. That week I was arguing with you because you kept saying it wasn't, and I was
No,
telling
Pete,
everybody it
that's
was.
where you're wrong. I wasn't saying it wasn't going to snow. I was saying that the forecast was not calling for any. How many times do I got to say it?
And I told you check
Well,
the weather on the stream. I said check your phone because mine
And I
showed
did
that it.
right then and there, and it was
And
still saying no snow.
hold
and
on,
you're
you
right.
guys are
That's
both
what you
right.
said.
It didn't
That's
snow,
what.
but it
Yeah.
snowed.
That's what.
It just it didn't
that's
mess
what,
up the
that one
field
was weird
conditions.
because you said you
I think
were.
that's right. I think it was going to mess up the field.
Yeah,
It
and
didn't
I
mess up
wanted
the
it to.
AccuWeather's
field.
report, Pete, AccuWeather's forecast didn't change till Thursday morning, maybe
Right.
Wednesday night.
Now
week,
he
I don't
said
know what.
semantics. Now
That
goes
week,
to
I think I
saying
checked it like on
semantics.
Tuesday or
I don't
Monday.
think it's semantical.
The
I just think
10-day
it's more
I
like
literally
Color.
reported it in my pregame show that the weather forecast had changed.
That was crazy. I remember
Good.
because I was like,
Again,
"What is Color?
again,
Color must be
Weather
looking at a
does
different
change.
area."
again, the only part of the record I'm trying to
We
correct
looked
is
at
that I
satellite.
wasn't trying to predict anything. I know the weather cannot be predicted. I live in South Florida. There's nobody that knows that more than we do.
What do you mean the weather can't be predicted? What do these meteorologists get paid for?
Yeah.
But
on TV
ironically, Pete, ironically,
get it
out
wrong
of
sometimes in
everybody on the
meteorology.
entire
Sometimes,
internet,
not all the time.
I'm the one that predicted
It's
the
about that
exact.
eye candy,
They're
bro.
wrong
Hold on,
about 4% of the time.
hold on.
The Latina weather women.
Hold
Oh,
We had two hurricanes, Helene, and what was the second one called? Shake, I forget.
Mhm.
Help me out with the name of the second one.
Hurricane
Milton.
Pete.
Milton, right?
Hurricane
I'm the
Pete.
only one on the entire internet that predicted exact landfall location for both of those 4 days out. Go back and watch my shows.
that's when you know you've been through a
Yeah.
bunch of storms, bro. When you know.
Yeah, that means you know. Yeah, that you right, Cap.
Both of them hit almost within 5 miles
Right,
of where I said they'd hit.
right. Yeah, they the
I still
time
think they
frame, the
took it.
landfall, and land departure.
Isn't there something brewing right now in the tropics or no? Isn't like the season over?
Now you can say we're officially at the
Yeah, season's
end
over.
of the season because it's December now. You can say it's
there
the
are
end.
there have
not
been
the, not the,
historically one or
not the
two
peak.
storms form in
It's the
December,
end.
but it is rare for them to form in December. Usually they're
Yeah.
lingering from November. Like if you get a storm in December, it formed in late November
Mhm.
and is just still lingering around.
Oh,
That's
you
when
know
you
what?
know it's bad.
This is weird to say, but you know what just got me excited right now? Knowing, and I'm not going to say his name, knowing that number 5 has to go to work on Sunday. Because the Jets pretty much got 2 number 1s. They got Devontae Adams and they got Garrett Wilson. Imagine we put Ramsey on their little tight end.
We're getting Fuller back.
What are you guys going to say?
Why would they put him on the tight end, Pete?
We're getting Fuller back.
Why would they put him on a tight end?
Ramsey
Why is he on
better
a tight
be on
end?
if he's not on Adams' color, he better be on Wilson.
That means he's cheating if he does.
Bro, if they get this guy to cover,
Meaning he's not playing football. He's just out there lollygagging around.
thank you, Crypto. So if he doesn't cover those receivers and he's covering the tight end, we could almost 100% guarantee he's playing PFF right now. Is that what he's playing for?
Yeah, he's playing
for
I
PFF.
bet you Aaron Rodgers throws
Yeah,
to
he's playing
Conklin more than he
lollygagging.
does to Garrett Wilson.
Well, that's Aaron Rodgers. We're not talking about what's that guy they had in there last year against us? I don't even know. Somebody from Walgreens.
Did you say Kitna?
No, I said who was I don't know who was in there last time.
Bro, it's funny you say that though, because when I
Who you
think
talking
of
about?
Boyle, I
Who?
think of
The Jets?
Kitna too, man. I don't know why. 'Cause they both played for Detroit.
Right. Yep. Kitna did play for him for a little bit.
He's a coach now.
Him and Brad Kaya.
They thought Kitna
That's what
was
they
going to
grabbed
be a guy in Detroit. That was hilarious.
I actually thought Brad Kaya was going to be the next Tom Brady, to be honest with you.
Oh, jeez.
So
Yeah,
Kendall
I
Fuller.
can only
So
let that go because you're a Hurricane fan.
I'm not gonna lie, they line up Garrett Wilson a lot on that right side. So Kendall Fuller's gonna be guarding Garrett Wilson.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Garrett Wilson, between Garrett Wilson and Devontae Adams, that's top 5 level hands and eyes.
That's probably
for a
the
wide
best
receiver
receiving
group.
course we've faced all year, right?
Rodgers is gonna milk the clock, bro.
Listen,
Like,
all I know is
if you talk about exclusively the catching skill set, the hands and the eyes, the things I always preach, those two guys are top 5 together in the league. Like that, those are two special.
I'll be right back.
dudes
all
when
I
it
know
comes
is
to
that listen, all I know is Devontae Parker got Tannehill and Tua 7-year plans. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, and by the way,
You're
last
right,
week,
Shake, he probably did
last
give
couple
them
weeks,
7-year plans.
Aaron Rodgers has been getting Adams a lot more
He
involved.
extended our purgatory twice. Wow. He got 2 people paid, yeah. Damn.
I will not be taking Tyreek Hill. Actually,
They said
you know what?
Belichick is going to be coaching college next year. Did y'all
Wait a
see that
minute,
report?
Pete. Wait a minute, Pete. Are we missing an opportunity here, Pete? Because I've taken Tyreek Hill for an anytime touchdown for the last 5 weeks straight and ain't hit a single one.
Yeah, I'm staying away from. I'm doing yardage, bro. I'm not doing any times anymore. I think they know.
Tired. I am sick and tired of people assuming that Tyreek Hill is chalk when it comes to anytime touchdowns.
Color, do yardage, bro. Do yardage.
But Cap, you get what I'm saying, though, right? Everybody assumes he's chalk, dude, and he hasn't put up one in
That's what I'm saying. He's gonna get at least 80. I mean, if he gets a touchdown, that's great. But he's gonna get more than 75 yards.
But consider this: Sauce Gardner is on the shelf this week.
They gotta throw it to Cheetah, bro. They have no. This is the game right here, bro.
If Cheetah doesn't show up, he needs to be cut immediately.
I am gonna put him one last time on my
I
parlay
would
for
bench
an
him the
anytime
rest of the
touchdown.
season.
And if he don't get
doesn't
it,
give me
else you gonna put?
100.
and if
That's
he
gonna
don't
work?
get it, and if he don't get it, I am gonna treat him like the Dallas Cowboys when it comes to betting.
Damn.
Yeah, you can't
Gonna
go
go
with
to
him.
my
You can't
no
go
bet
depend on
list.
him. Yeah.
So,
Can't
Cap for
rely.
life.
Y'all
I
realize
got a
Tyreek
couple
Hill
of
might
those
not even
for
get
you if you
1,000
want to hear
yards this
some
season.
anytime touchdowns from the mathematician that used to work for NFL Network.
Oh, please do.
Cynthia
Please.
Freeland.
Please, I got a pen and paper right now. Please do.
All of these guys on her models and her simulations, all of them score a touchdown over 50% of the simulation she ran. That would be DeAndre Swift.
Isn't he banged up?
I don't know. Chase Brown.
Chase Brown is
Obviously,
good.
check these guys' injury status, of course. But
No, Chase Brown is good.
Dowdle, I think, plays for Dallas.
He catches a lot of touchdowns.
Dowdle's a running back.
Yeah, but he catches too.
Right. Nick Westbrook
Akine.
yeah. And
Yeah, he's caught 6
Jackson,
touchdowns in 6 straight games, Color.
right? And Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yeah, I got him in fantasy. He's been balling, but I mean, touchdown is hit or miss, but he does get you more than 75 yards a game.
Right. Now I can also report to you, she does her spicy and bland, where she gives you 3 spicy ones and 3 bland ones, but the bland ones are chalk basically. Right.
What's the spice? What's the chili pepper?
Well, she recommends always either doing 2 blands and a spicy or 2 spicies and a bland. She prefers 2 spicies and a bland. I like her. I think I'm on a party
That's
with her.
hey Pete. What isn't that like?
Anybody prefers
Oh, he
2
left.
spicies and a bland? I want to party with that chick. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
Pete left, bro. I was asking. We were talking about that round robin stuff too, bro. Like maybe you could do something like that.
So her 3 spicies are Josh Allen for 2 passing touchdowns.
I can see him running it as opposed to passing it.
Joe Burrow for over 269.5 yards.
That's possible.
And Pat Fryermuth over 26.5 receiving yards.
That's possible.
Oh, yeah, he's getting that in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's possible.
And then her bland is Jameis Winston for a interception.
Hey, Crypto, you saw when he said, "Dear Lord, please deliver me from pick sixes."
Well, Pittsburgh intercepted them the last time they played them, so that's probably why she has that.
That's probably money.
Right.
One, just one.
And then Tony Pollard, excuse me, for over 69 rushing yards.
Tajay Spears is back, so I don't know.
By the way, I like that. Tony Pollard. I also got Tony Pollard.
Tajay Spears is back. He's gonna cut into his time, bro. I mean, you do what you do, but I'm not gonna do it.
Titans are playing Jags, dude. I got Pollard for an anytime touchdown as well as this 69.5. I'll take it all day long.
Yeah, that one I can see the anytime TD for Pollard, but not the yardage.
The third bland one. Now, keep in mind, bland means chalky. Bland means she's pretty sure it's going to happen. Jonnu Smith for more than 49.5 receiving yards.
Interesting. Very interesting. No anytime TD for that one, huh?
What's that?
No anytime TD for that one, no?
Not on the spicy and blands, no. But she does have no, those are my picks.
I mean, he's how much is Jonnu averaging the past 3 weeks, Color? How much yardage?
I'm sorry?
The past 3 weeks, how much yardage is Jonnu getting?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't looked.
Somebody fact check that?
Been a lot.
Yeah.
It's got to be like
what
40.
he's averaging per game.
Yeah, right over 100 last 3, I think.
I got him on my fantasy team, but I can't go off the phone and look it up.
He's averaging.
He's getting me 21 points every game, but I don't know to convert that into yardage. I haven't seen the breakdown.
Let's see. Regular season yards per game. He's currently at 54 per game this year.
There you go.
Okay.
So, 49.5. I'll take the over on that. And if you want to know what they have been, I'll itemize them real quick. He had 113 last week against Green Bay. How the hell did he have 113 yards?
He's good, bro. They just messed up. They threw the pooch, bro. They were supposed to use him.
What I'm asking is, how do we have him with 113 yards and we lose?
Yeah, I mean,
I'll tell you why. Because in the touchdown column, he's got a goose egg. That's why. His catch rate the other night was 91%. He caught 10 passes on 11 targets. Dropped 1. Against Indianapolis, he had 96 yards. He was 7 for 7, 100% catch rate.
Yeah, that was good stuff, bro. He saved my fantasy team that week, bro.
13 yards per target. Now, we didn't win the game 16-10, but isn't that the same thing? Because you see, starting with the Rams, okay, you start to see a high yards per target, 11.3, then 12.6 against the Raiders. It dropped a little back against New England, but then back up to 10.3 against Green Bay. The only other one over 10 was 13.7 against the Colts, and that was Tyler Huntley playing. So obviously, there is something to be said about getting yourself out of the pocket to open up different angles to find Jonnu Smith, because that's what Tua was doing. Now, he didn't do it against Green Bay, but it's obvious he was targeting him without, because he got 11 targets. And that's
Green
the
Bay has
highest
good
all year.
linebackers too.
That's
Dude.
the highest he's gotten. That's the highest he's gotten all year. His other two highs were 8 targets against the Raiders and 8 targets against New England earlier in the year, and 9 targets against them the last game against New England. That's it. But he has yardage performances of 113, 87, 101, 45, 46. So even in the low weeks, Cap, he still made that.
He's averaging 40.
That 40-something, right. Although he did have 120. He had not 120. He had one that was 20 against Arizona, 96 against Indy, 62 against New England the first game, 0 against Tennessee, 18 against Seattle, 53 against Buffalo, and 7 against Jacksonville. Now we know he dropped.
So are you saying do a nice?
It says he was two targets for 1 reception, but I seem to remember him dropping at least 2. I don't know why they didn't count that.
So are you saying do a nice little like a 4-leg with receptions, yardage? What else can I use?
Sauce Gardner in the game. I might even go with an anytime touchdown.
Jonnu can get you. Hey, probably Jonnu can get you rushing too. You can possibly make a nice little 4-leg parlay off of Jonnu by himself, rushing, passing, receiving,
or finally complete a goddamn fade route for a touchdown.
He's rushed it a couple of times.
I mean, we are due. If the fade route works at 13-point-something%, well, we have to be nearing that by now. Like, one of them has to work eventually, right?
Well, I'm just saying, if you can use Christian Wilkins as a running back or a halfback, or a fullback, why can't you use Jonnu straight down the middle as a running back too?
Because we have 3 running backs that get paid to do that.
Obviously, but they didn't use him last time.
I ain't about getting Jonnu Smith injured that way.
No, I'm saying on the 1-yard line. On the 1-yard line.
Why couldn't we give it to Alec Ingold?
Or what happened with Wright? What was the story with him? Why wasn't he in the game?
I have no idea. Nobody has even bothered to ask. Our beat writers are too concerned about missed tackles and pumping narratives to ask.
I would like to know, why is it that they want to rely on A-Chain for everything? I think we got
Jalen Wright. Jalen Wright had 1 snap, Cap, 0 touches.
That makes no sense whatsoever. You got him in what round in the draft?
Well, it doesn't even matter about all that. We know the guy can run, and we know that he's our biggest, hardest running back on the team. Why he's not playing in a super cold weather game?
But Chris Brooks is. Chris Brooks got 60 yards rushing?
I mean, look, I'm not talking about making him RB1. I'm talking about 1 touch.
That's it. That's all we needed. 1 touch. That's it. You're going to tell me you can't use him or Mostert on the 1-yard line?
No, we don't, Jermaine. Enlighten us as to why Jalen Wright isn't getting the ball. Please do.
Who's that?
Jermaine is asking, why Jalen Wright isn't getting the ball. Stop pretending like I don't know. Bro, seriously, man. I'm not even going to, I'm done.
Stop with the subliminals. Just spit it out, man.
I don't even know what I'm supposed to be pretending about now. So I'm just not even engaging with chat anymore, dude. I'm done with it.
Damn frog.
All it does is get me aggravated.
Spit it out, Jermaine.
No idea what he's talking about.
I have no idea, bro.
And I don't really care at this point. What fumble?
But yeah, I think I'm gonna do that, Color. I think I'm gonna do a nice little 4-leg and do me other 2 tickets that I got. Maybe do half.
Jalen Wright
Any
fumbled.
time.
I missed it. Did I forget it that Jalen Wright fumbled? I mean, I don't know.
They both fumbled, but I mean, they both had to play regardless. It's a game that you need these
I
guys.
don't
in that type
recall
of environment.
Jalen Wright fumbling. Did I miss it?
And that, I mean, I think
I remember Alec Ingold fumbling. I remember Mostert fumbling.
maybe at the beginning of the season, but yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, if he had one, it obviously didn't impact the game because I don't even remember it.
Me either. I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, why was he? It makes no sense to me, bro. If he's being punished or reprimanded, you did it at the wrong time. You picked the wrong game to do it.
No, that's not. It don't matter. I don't know. I mean, I know maybe if you're asking me what my theory is, if I'm holding back my hypothesis, Jermaine, well, no, you're not asking me what my hypothesis is. You're telling me I'm pretending I don't know. If you want a hypothesis, I can tell you, yeah, it's because McDaniel's an idiot and favors other reasons of putting personnel on the field other than the best player for the best situation.
Hey, True Fit Fan, get up here, bro.
If that's the answer you wanted, then there you go.
It's Friday, bro.
That relationships are more important than who's best for the situation is the answer, Jermaine. That's what I would hypothesize. But I'm not trying to pretend that you just didn't ask me from that aspect. I wasn't pretending anything. I'll tell you.
He's on a bender tonight, Color. He's going at you.
So now we're getting somewhere. Right. Jermaine's agreeing. McDaniel is favoring the higher profile players. Okay, fine. I wasn't pretending not to know that. I didn't when you accuse me of somebody of pretending something in your question, I'm not supposed to assume that you wanted a real hypothesis from me. I would have given it. And I agree wholeheartedly. He's favoring the higher profile players. Absolutely.
Yeah, at this point, it's I mean, he's trying to show
But to the tune of not even one touch, bro. That's crazy, man.
He's trying to rule with an iron fist right now.
I think that crazy for McDaniel.
Yeah, he's cutting guys here and there, but he should be playing the guys that should be able to play in those environments, dude. That's not acceptable, man. Shake, where you at, man?
I'm here.
I know, Jermaine. That's why I don't understand why more people aren't upset about it and saying something now and asking the question, because so many people like yourself, like myself, like all these guys are like, why aren't we playing him more? We did start to play him a little more, and guess what? We were winning. What a coinky dink. So I'm confused as to why nobody's saying anything about it now. Not one beat writer asked that question. So I'm just as surprised as you are. We're just surprised. Don't confuse what I'm saying. I am well aware, Jermaine, that we all were calling for the use of Jalen Wright more. What I don't
I'm really starting to think now that these guys
something about it now. I'm really starting to think now, Color.
I'm really starting to think now, Color, that a lot of these writers, bro, I think they just all get together before they do a presser, and they'll flip a coin to be like, all right,
and spend a whole week talking about 20 missed tackles instead of why Jalen Wright didn't get a touch.
Yeah, bro, they'll flip a coin and say, hey, we're not going to ask these questions this week, and the Dolphins will give them a list or something. I don't know, though. I mean, because I'm with you, they got to start asking questions, man.
What's up, Bryson?
I mean,
What's up?
not all of them.
Yes.
A lot of they got good beat writers that do ask hard questions, but the majority of them don't, and that's
Well,
probably
yeah,
why.
they
'cause
do. Hey, listen, hey, they do got good beat writers that ask hard questions. Unfortunately, they don't work for the Dolphins.
Right.
Exactly.
Trufin, with all due respect, Trufin, Devon Achane is not on a streak right now. He's
What's
getting
going on, Bryce?
2.9 per carry.
What's up, man? How's it going?
You can only run your smallest back on the team long enough before defenses can corral him. He's not that good. I mean, he is good, but geez, man.
Yeah, they're thinking he's like what's that? Who's the guy who used to run for Green Bay back? Aaron Jones or a freaking Derrick Henry?
Yeah. Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones. Yeah.
But they still gave a
Minnesota,
healthy
Florida.
dose of AJ Dylan.
Yeah, Dylan was nice, man. He's gonna be good next year too when he comes back.
Bro, Jacobs did me nice last night. 3 tutties.
Okay,
24 points.
I get you, Trufin. But you know what he's not a threat in? To take advantage of the fact that it's 20 degrees outside and everybody's freezing their ass off in the flurries. That's what he can't take advantage of. I don't care if he demands attention. He don't demand attention in the freezing cold snow.
Nope.
He
No, you need
bounces
the
off
comfort for
those
that.
guys. Those guys are like, you're really going to send your smallest guy at us in this hard weather. Like, thank you.
Well, to be honest with you, him being the smallest guy is like him being the tallest midget. You know, that's
Well, true. And don't get me wrong, Shake. I know the guy's powerful. I know he hits hard for how small he is. But, bro, he's still...
Who do we have that's bigger than him?
Jalen Wright.
Yeah, but he's not that much bigger.
No, he is actually, bro. Like, seriously.
But he's
Jalen-
still. I wouldn't still.
Bro,
I still wouldn't
Jalen
call
Wright.
him a power
Listen,
back.
Jalen
though.
Wright is 5'11" and like 220, bro. He gives up 5 pounds to Marshawn Lynch and 10 pounds to Emmitt Smith.
Okay.
And to me, because he's bigger, obviously he's not quite as speedy as HN. But for his size, he's got the same skill set that HN has as far as the way he runs.
Wasn't no a speedy back either, but he was able to bruise people. That's what.
True. I look. That's why I don't want to diminish HN's ability to do that for his size.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like Aaron Jones, to your point earlier, wasn't doing it on his own. And if Mostert's having a problem, or because Achan's even bigger than Mostert. Like if you see them in camp without their pads on, dudes, all of them standing next to each other, you'd be like, wow, I didn't realize. Like the dude is big, even compared to Mostert.
By the way, I want to. I bought some Cuban coffee. I'm having it tomorrow morning. I didn't do Smoke Lounge this Wednesday. Tomorrow morning around maybe 9 or 10 o'clock, I'm gonna do an 2 hour show. I'm gonna say it's gonna be called Un Cafecito. So tomorrow at 10 o'clock, we're gonna do the press conference from the Jets and all that good stuff tomorrow morning. I just wanted to put that out there.
Nice.
Again, the numbers, Trufin, don't matter. See, this is where you try to, you're so ready to try to discredit somebody when you're not actually listening to the point I was making. You're
bro,
right.
Get up here already, bro. You're gonna have your thumbs are gonna fall off.
Hold on, Cap. He's 5'10", he's 5'10" and 210 pounds. Okay. Marshawn Lynch was 5'11", 215. What I said is still true. He gives up 5 pounds to Marshawn Lynch and 1 inch in height. Now let's pull up Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith. And I know I'm tugging at Shake's heartstrings, so he'll be glad that I do this. 5'9", 221. That's 11-pound difference, and Jalen Wright is 1 inch taller. That's a Miami cheeseburger. That's a Shula burger at the stadium with the works. So just miss me with the, no, you're wrong, he was actually this. The point I was making
And
still
that
stands.
burger sounds good, bro. With the works.
Add a Little Caesar's giant slice, super slice, or whatever they call it, and you probably make up the full 10 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
I know I said he was 220. I didn't have the fucking site up in front of me, dude. Stop it. God,
Talking
you're
about
so
semantics.
dumb, dude.
That's
Like, I'm not
semantics
in
right there.
reporter mode right now, bro. It's Friday night. Drive
yeah.
time.
Oh, yeah, we just having here fun, man. We just having some fun.
I corrected myself, and the point I was making is still valid. He gives up 5 pounds to Marshawn Lynch. You know who doesn't give up 5 pounds to Marshawn Lynch? Devon Achane.
Yo, JC, what's up? What's good, JC? How you doing?
It sounds like they're requesting the link in the chat.
Yeah. I'll post it myself.
There you go. There you go.
And when you come up here, I'll tell you you're being dumb. Because you're being dumb. Ain't nobody else got a problem telling me I'm dumb. Excuse me for insulting you with dumb. You're not listening to me. Is that better? You're ignoring what I'm saying, which makes you what?
Here it is.
What is ignoring, Truefin? What is ignoring somebody make you? Ignoring what I'm saying, which makes you what? Well, turn off your YouTube, bro. What is ignoring, Truefin? What is ignoring somebody make you?
Truefin, damn.
We'll have to wait till he gets that fixed.
Damn, Cat for Life done left.
Jesus. No, I just put him in back because he's echoing.
No, Cat for Life left.
Oh, yeah. I saw Capitan pop up for a second. I guess he got wet feet or cold feet. He's like, I can't take on color right now. I got to get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they've been at Cap's neck on Twitter, dude.
And he's like, if the chat is starting to aggravate color, I don't want nothing to do.
See if his situation got fixed.
Yeah,
there you are. What's up, man?
Good evening and good night. Color.
Didn't mean to call you dumb, Truefin.
No, man. I'm
saying you're ignoring what I'm saying is what I was saying.
You know what? You know that I'm not the kind of guy that gets like that, and I don't get mad. I understand the talk and the reason for saying it. I'm just.
You're right. I was incorrect.
No, it's fine, bro. It's Friday night, bro, and I came out of work. I started working at 4:00 in the morning.
But what I wasn't incorrect about was the difference between the two. Could you admit that?
But yeah. No.
Okay, that's all I was saying.
All right, now this is what I think. What I was trying to, but I couldn't do it on the on the chat. What I think, and I do agree with you. I don't understand why Wright hasn't been getting the ball more when he is the most physical back that we have there. But whatever. What I was saying, it was more towards maybe the reasoning behind it is because of his, I don't know, fumbles. Maybe he's a rookie, he hasn't gotten.
Again,
hold on, let me finish.
I know, but real quick. But what you said, hold on. But the framing you started with.
Talk, brother.
Hold on, though. The framing you started with that we think he needs to get the ball more. No, that's the macro. I'm talking about specifically a game like Green Bay where it's 20 degrees outside and the defense can be hurt physically by a guy like Jalen Wright.
I understand, but again, if you don't let me finish, Even just because I
Well, go
started
ahead,
late.
just as long as we're in that framing.
Okay, now when you have a guy that's a rookie, I'm trying to guess. I guess what I'm trying to tell you is I'm trying to guess as to the reasons why we don't understand why they're not playing this kid who is obviously a big, strong, physical guy with speed himself. Let's not forget he's not slow. Now, the only thing that I could think of, I don't know what you guys think, is maybe he's not understanding the playbook. I don't get it. That's
What's
my
up?
point.
Who we talking about here, Color?
Skylar Thompson.
The thing is, if he didn't, then why? Like
What
my thing
player?
is, we played him before. He's had a role before, and in like one of the most important games, and you could argue the
Right.
most important game up to that point.
It was.
We need a big body running back, and he's the closest we got to that. I mean, I wouldn't say he's a thumper, but I mean, I get what Color's saying. Like, why not give him at least a just see,
No, and I
give him
agree with
one
that.
touch,
here's
see
the
what
agree
happens.
with
For
that.
the people that want to bring up the
I agree
fumble,
with that 100%.
for the people that want to bring up the fumble, I just looked it up. And yes, he did fumble against New England. That's his only fumble of the entire year.
Yeah, but that can't be the only reason.
So
Just
when
'cause I
you
brought it
need
up.
him in a game that's a must win, you're going to decide to punish him for one fumble, okay? And excuse me, but how many games did Mostert play before he got punished?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he
but
still got touches.
Yeah, but you're talking about Mostert, a guy who had 19 touchdowns last year. He's been our guy, so I could see why the leash is longer for Mostert compared to a rookie. I could see
That's
that.
fine, but like it's like I
That
think
is
what
true.
Craig's arguing
That
all
is
I'm
that
true.
saying is
that's
all I'm
not the
saying
game
is
to have
the need to win a game superseded the need to
Absolutely.
punish
I
when
agree.
it came to Mostert.
Absolutely, I agree with you. Again, but that goes back to what? Coaching? I mean, I'm having a conversation here, a discussion as to
Again,
what I
I
think. What do
don't
you guys
disagree
think?
with you there. My
Okay.
my whole question of
Hey,
bringing it up
Noodle.
was, why are the beat writers not asking that question?
Oh,
I'm
my
telling
only
you,
beef
Color.
here.
I'm telling you, off season, I think I'm blowing up on all these beat writers. None of them will ever get a pass moving forward. I'm calling them each out, name by name, because I'm tired of this. They want to call my team soft. I'm starting to think we got the softest beat writers and media team with the questions they ask and how they
you don't
maneuver
think
around.
you don't think the team's soft?
Of course they are.
I don't think the team is soft. No, I've been fighting all those allegations for the longest. That's all
Yeah, I
BS.
disagree.
That's all made up. I don't buy it. My team, these Dolphin players, none of them are soft. Bryson, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Is Calais Campbell soft?
No,
wait.
no, he's definitely
Yes,
No,
he's
but
definitely soft.
we're not
Pete.
talking
I just
about
came in and
individual
tried.
players.
He is soft. He's soft as a baby's bottom. He's soft.
No, we're not
Hey,
talking.
hey, he is soft. He is soft as Liberace and the Playboy Mansion.
That's horrible.
Bro,
He's soft as the other side of the pillow.
Bryson,
I'm not
what
talking
they're
about
afraid
individual
to
He's
say
players.
softer.
we
He's
have
softer
a
than the back
soft-
of my nuts. That's
we have a
soft.
soft quarterback.
Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is.
That's what it is. And the
Yeah,
rest
I
of
mean
the
that's
team,
fine. I would
rest of
agree
the
with you
team
that we
has
have
to
an
be-
injury prone.
the rest
Yeah,
of the
for
team
sure.
has to cover up for Tua and
Oh,
take
Lord.
upon
Oh,
those
Lord.
allegations. And now they're breaking. If they were winning, Javon Holland wouldn't sit here complaining that put a name on it. Nick Needham
Listen,
wouldn't be
this is my
saying
thing.
put a
This is
name
my
on it.
thing.
If
Wow.
they were winning,
AP.
they wouldn't say that.
No,
But
this
since
is
they're
my
losing,
thing.
now they're
And
upset.
you saw it
Hey,
last
Pete.
night. Go ahead, Crypto.
No, I was going to ask Pete, how many players on the team have a bag of bath salts?
I'm gonna say two. Tua and Alec Ingold.
Tua and Alec Ingold have bath salts.
Coño.
Yep.
And
Okay.
here's the
Hey,
thing.
I'm just
Crypto, what's
curious.
wrong with bath salts, man? What the
Well,
heck?
real
That's
quick,
a classic.
Shiba,
bullshit.
No,
Shiba,
nothing. I'm just saying.
hold on, real
I
quick.
was going through
No,
another
I want to
stage.
say, hold on, guys. I want to welcome Shiba to the chat. I haven't seen you in a while, Shiba. How you been? Says team as a whole is soft, or when it gets cold, the entire team plays soft. Now, Shiba, I don't
That's not
disagree with you,
true.
and I'm not trying to
That's not
argue with
true.
you. See, I just
Pop
because
off,
Shiba's smart
Color.
enough to hear me say that, but I'm not trying to argue with you, Shiba. What I'm saying is, in the case of Jalen Wright, we can't even know because the guy didn't even get one touch.
Yeah.
There has to be something else, Color. You don't think there might be something else there?
I mean, apparently, but my point again, Trufin, my beef and the whole reason I brought it up is because nobody is asking.
I mean, like, I also don't think that this,
don't
and
say
this
anything.
is my opinion here. I don't think this coaching staff is competent. Like, we say there's got to be another reason. I don't think there's competent enough to have a good reason on why players like
know
David
what's
Wright
weird?
are.
You know what's weird? Check this out, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Last night I watched the preseason Skyler game, and what came back was that Embryos coached the second half and did the play calling. And who balled out in the second half of that game? Skyler Thompson. You know that Coach McDaniel couldn't even call a game that
Oh
good?
my God! You can't. Don't say that name.
I saw more people. I saw more people. I saw more people on
Come
Twitter
on, Pete, you
shitting
gotta
on the
stop
best
it,
kicker
bro.
we've ever had, and not one of them have asked why Jalen Wright didn't get a touch.
Forget that. Why isn't Embryos being looked at to be calling plays?
Jalen Wright's in the doghouse.
Yeah, he's in the doghouse. That's what I
Embryos
want to
might
know.
want to use Jalen Wright more.
For what?
Yeah, for what?
I don't know. Ask Mike McDaniel.
Cap? How you doing tonight, man?
And that's
Crypto,
what I'm
I'd
saying.
love
and
the
that's what
opportunity.
saying,
I'm
Crypto.
asking
I
Mike
think this-
McDaniel right now because
Go
I
ahead,
know
go ahead.
Mike McDaniel watches my show and Shake Show. Thank you for listening tonight, McDaniel. Hit the like button, please. Can you tell us why Jalen Wright is in the doghouse? Use whatever burner account you maybe you're Jermaine. Maybe Jermaine knows. Maybe Jermaine's Mike McDaniel's burner account. I don't know.
Here.
Yeah, he is.
I'm not in the room to ask that question. This is why I joined Capitan when after he started this great network. This is why I joined him, because I wanted to help him build up a audience large enough so that I could ask that question to at least you guys. And the 108 people listening right now.
Just the great coach of Mike McDaniel. That's what it is to me.
It's simple. What came out and made Mike McDaniel start changing his diapers? Huh? What happened?
Color, you should try to get a press pass, man. That would be dope.
They started calling the team soft, and Mike McDaniel peppered up and started trying to take
Bryson,
notice.
it's because it's the same reason God don't let me win the lottery.
He wanted to
He
start.
knows that I would fuck this world up if I was rich.
Dude, you got to get a press pass. You don't need to be rich to get a press pass.
He would start.
A press pass to Mike McDaniel?
He started trying to putting
just
people to
go to all
blame
the interviews
when they question his ability to lead.
or press conferences.
That's what it is. And
No,
now
man,
he's
shit,
making terrible decisions.
Now
If
he's been
I,
making terrible decisions since year one, bro.
If I won the lottery, I'd have season passes at the Bunny Ranch.
I don't know about
thought you already had them already.
What I was saying,
No.
Bryson, was that the reason the Dolphins wouldn't give me a press pass is because I'd fuck shit up. It's the same reason God don't let me become rich.
You know what I think?
That's what they need to be doing press passes
I'll be
too.
asking
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? You just made me realize something, Color.
I won't let no other
Can the
beat
Miami
writer talk.
Dolphins pull a press pass to anybody at any time if they want to? And if so,
Sure they
wouldn't
could.
that be a good enough reason for them not to ask super hard questions?
Of course, bro. That's why I don't understand
that's
why
the only
people
reason,
true
fan.
parrot what the beat writers say like it's gospel.
Right, I hear you. So they can then.
Well, even if I trusted Omar as a person and thought he was an honest guy, I still would hold zero weight to whatever he says on behalf of the Miami Dolphins.
No, so do I. I don't hear none of that because I've thought about that conclusion. Wait a minute. Can the Miami Dolphins tell them, hey, we don't want you here anymore? And if so, that's their job because that's what they make their money on. So I could understand why they wouldn't ask it, but that's the reason why I don't pay attention to none of
this
this.
is the part where it gets disingenuous. When somebody on Twitter said something to the effect of Flores was a hard-nosed guy and we ran that out of the building, so that's obviously not what we want. Omar replied to that and not publicly and tried to differentiate by saying Flores was abusive, as if there was a difference.
Well, let me tell you
only
this.
words he put: Flores was abusive. No context, no definition of what abusive is, none of it.
Not only that, but it was
Yeah.
all insinuated. Nothing ever really was released or said.
Right.
All
I
we ever had
Right.
was implications of
now,
one side of the
Capitan,
story.
this was
And
2
I
days ago.
understand that.
Hold
but
on,
the
hold
re-
on,
but then
hold
we
on.
go back to the
Hold
same
on,
thing.
Trufin. This
They
was
can't
2
say
days
it.
ago.
Why? Because they could get the
Trufin.
cards pulled.
Trufin, hold on, Trufin.
that's
This
the
was
problem
2
here.
days ago. And so in my reply, I quoted it, quote tweeted it, and said 2 words. Define abuse. And
My
I
problem,
didn't even get I got no
listen,
replies.
I don't
I
think
don't
they're
care.
allowed
I
to.
don't
Color.
care
I
what
just
their
don't think they're allowed to.
opinions. I don't care
They
what
can
their
start it, but they
opinions
can't
are
break.
on our team. That doesn't matter to me. I really don't care if they like them or anything. What I care about is when they're sitting there in front of coach, in front of Tua, and they ask questions, and they already wrote an article about them talking bad that Tua should have slid because of whatever little situation they wanted to write about. But then Tua comes out of his mouth and tells them in front of their face, oh, nobody won't say this, but I'll say it. I kind of hurt the team and I let them down by getting hurt and not sliding.
Ben
Well,
saying
sitting
that
there
and getting
in
shit
front
on getting shit on for saying that.
Yeah, but do you see what he did there?
Yeah,
He
That
Tua
has
took
to be
credit.
somebody has told him something.
No,
in that
no,
building.
no.
Yeah,
Everybody's
but
praising.
but
Everybody's
Because he said he was going to
praising
die
Tua
on the
for.
field, and now
Connor,
he changed his
listen to
tune.
me.
Hold
Connor,
on.
listen to me.
So
All
that
those
that's
guys that
somebody
are
in
missing
the
it,
ear in the
bro.
building.
You
all
missed it,
those
B.
guys can I just say this? All those guys that Tua said that to, that are sitting in front of him, all of them wrote an article for the Miami Dolphins. And more than half of those guys said or suggested that Tua should have retired or either Tua should have slid. Therefore, they had an opinion that was kind of like different than what Tua was saying. So they had something.
Right. And
So
guess
why
what?
didn't they
Right.
say
Well, here's
something
the thing,
back
Pete.
to Tua? There's
Here's the
some
thing that you're
too.
missing. All of those articles were written months ago when it was
what?
going on. Okay.
So what?
But here's the so what. Going into the game against Green Bay, okay, because of what we've laid down, and you could argue the game against Arizona or Buffalo because Tua was back, quote unquote. Every one of us fans were back on board saying we just need to win now, and we got our complete team, and we're reset to the beginning of the season. We got to go on an 8-1 run.
Right.
Everybody was there. Okay. Everybody, even the Tua haters. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is we already, as a fan base, had given Tua grace for missing the 4 games. So when everybody comes out and praises him for taking responsibility, what he's doing is
I'm not praising shit.
he's taking credit for
backtracking
something.
it.
He's taking credit for
He
something.
did it anyway.
He's taking credit for something that we already gave him grace for. So what that allows him
Actually,
to
some of us
do,
blamed
but what
him.
that allows
Right.
him to do, it's a sleight of hand, Pete. What
What
it
is it?
allows him to do is make everybody forget that that's not why our season was blown. Our season was blown the other night in Green Bay.
Right, that was sleight of hand. Right, that was good. That's a good word.
Hey,
Color.
Color, let me ask you a
That was
question.
very
Because
deceptive.
he's
Color, let
taking
me ask you a quick
responsibility
question.
for something we already gave him grace for.
Yeah, let me ask you a question, Color. You don't
It's
think
not hard to
Exactly.
do.
you don't think that does anybody here think that the locker room hasn't been lost already? Doesn't this look like people pointing fingers at each
Well,
other
that's what
already?
we're about to find out.
Well,
I
Tyreek
don't
has
think-
already gave us.
That's
I
what
don't
we're
He
about to
said,
find out.
enjoy the
Because
things
if
you've
this
already
locker room
loved.
is
Whatever
lost,
that
there is
tweet
no
was.
way we're beating the Jets.
Listen, I don't think the locker room is lost, but it's not moving in a good direction. That's
Right,
for
right.
sure.
At the very least. Right.
Yes. Now listen.
Well,
Well,
this
what
is the
about that
thing.
tweet
It
that
don't even
Tyreek
matter.
Hill gave?
Bottom line is where we're at now is that this game this week is going to tell us exactly where the locker room is at.
I'm
But
gonna
this
tell you
is the
guys
thing.
right
Listen,
now.
No, we're
Yeah,
gonna
Bryson,
beat the
you're
Jets.
on it.
We're gonna
It
beat the
should,
Jets,
at least
but
it
we're not
should.
gonna
I
beat
don't
but
the
know
listen,
if
Niners,
we're
this is the
gonna
Cleveland,
problem.
beat the
This is
Jets.
the
or
problem.
Tyreek
Houston.
Hill might not even play.
Listen, I think we're gonna be fine with the Jets. This is my prediction. We're gonna
Yeah,
be
same
fine
here.
with the Jets. We're gonna do well. We're gonna win some games, but I don't think we're gonna make the playoffs. But the
Not
biggest
with a
problem,
blown locker room.
the
Not with a
biggest
blown locker room. We're not.
that's fine. But listen, the biggest problem, and that's what I'm trying to get to, is in the last 11 games where we've played winning opponents, we're 1-10. That one victory is the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas
And
Cowboys.
I can
That's
tell
right.
you this:
So
if
listen,
our locker room
that
is
is
blown,
the
Dallas Cowboys.
Bryson,
That
if
is
our
the
locker
problem.
room is blown,
I believe it is. I believe it
prepare
is.
to watch the clock play from Aaron Rodgers this Sunday.
Sure, and you might be true color, but listen, fuck all of that noise. 1-10 against winning teams, and you got people on Twitter talking about, oh, this is a good team, but we just had some injuries, and blah, blah, like, no, this team is not a good team.
Aren't
They
they
Nobody had
1-16
injuries.
under
They
Tua
overcame it
and
Bro,
last night.
McDaniel
you
in
see
I'm
what
total?
sick of
they
the
have
injury
on
crap.
Twitter? They got grumpies on Twitter. Who listens to anybody? And like
Listen,
they got a
anybody
bunch
that
of
thinks,
grumpies on
listen,
Twitter,
Hey,
bro.
I rolled
Let's
over
be
Cappy
honest.
Khan's
Nobody
flight.
Hold on,
cares
we
I
about
got an
want to hear.
official
I want to hear
grumpy.
Cappy Khan's opinion on all
We
this.
actually have a
Over
grumpy,
his place.
Pete.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. There's a grumpy on Twitter. Like nobody on Twitter is. They don't have no credibility out here.
So what you got
But
on
yeah,
all this, Cappy Khan?
Cap, what you got?
I mean, exactly. What's the question? Got
No,
on
I
what
thought
exactly?
we thought you were trying to say something, so we were just trying to move the floor.
I lost that
Mike,
point
what do
10
you
minutes
want me to
ago,
Fucking
answer?
with
boys.
those
Woke
guys
up
on
and
Twitter.
snapped.
Hey, what
Lost that
happened,
fucking point 10 minutes
In
ago,
that
boys.
case, hit the
Pop
like
off on those
button.
Twitter guys.
You
What
woke
happened
And
up
with
out of
Twitter?
sleep.
maybe you can get El
Pete,
Capitan to take a shot
What
if you
happened with
donate. I
Twitter?
don't know if
Hey,
that's the
Pete,
play
Capitan, I'm
on
drinking
Shake
one
Show
with
or
you,
not.
bro.
Yeah.
I'm drinking one with you right now.
I'll be home in
and
like 30 minutes. I'll be with y'all. But what happened on Twitter, Capitan?
what hasn't happened on Twitter, Pete? Everybody on all the
Pop
Dolphin
off.
Twitter hate me. I don't know why. Everybody hates me on Twitter.
You're the new TD, huh?
Dude,
Cap,
TD
I've
wish
been
he
wanting
had
to
this.
DM you, but I just left you alone, dude.
TD ain't had this type of smoke, bro. Like they come after TD, but man, dude, these people want to fucking kill me. They want
Bro,
to,
they after
take me
you,
out.
bro.
They want to cancel me.
Because the fan base is just as soft as the team, and people can't take the real
Hey,
criticism.
Cap,
It's
you
facts.
playing
Well,
up for
Fan.
I gotta be
I
honest,
don't know
bro.
why the hell True Fin Fan keeps repeating that, bro. Do you not understand something? This team is not soft. Unbelievable.
Hey, Pete.
I
I,
agree.
What do you
I
mean,
ain't too
Pete?
good with
They
you, bro.
soft
You're
as
the
fuck.
I ain't too good with you, dog. So let's keep it like cool with
We
me and
don't
you.
need to be. We don't need to
We
be
ain't too
bull
cool
crap
right now, bro.
football takes on my team right now. They're not solid, bro. You got to be able to be a 14-karat gold bar.
That would
You
include
sound like a
Skylar
damn
Thompson. He's
aluminum.
soft.
Okay, nigga. You're that. Listen, you're that fake silver. Don't even come with me with that one.
Don't be calling
Fake
my
silver
Zach
now.
Sealer soft, bro. You got a 7'4" jersey
Zach
in your
Sealer
closet,
is
Eichenberg. You think
he's
Eichenberg is
soft.
soft?
Everybody on this team is soft except Eichenberg.
we need some
Damn,
Eichenberg.
bro, dude. Oh man,
I
Pete's
think
hilarious.
Jason Saunders is the least
Well,
soft of everybody on the team.
very quickly, Koza asks a good question.
Yeah.
Is McDaffie as green as Dan Campbell was while in Miami? Well, I'll tell you, Koza, the first game Dan Campbell took over after Philbin got fired, we put 44 points up on the Texans in their own house.
True.
Yeah. I think the Campo that we're seeing in Detroit, I don't think we would have seen it as soon as when he was here. What he needed to go through is what made him the man he is today. And
no shit. No shit. But when you take
don't curse at me, sir. I'm trying to be very civil. Thank you.
when you take a team that just had their coach fired, okay, and you put up 44 on another team that went to the playoffs that year, okay, I'm sorry, but that shows you can get guys to execute. The rest can be learned.
No, maybe you're right.
You know how bad it's gonna look if we lose to the Texans. Let's say we beat on the Jets, lose to the Texans, and beat the dismantled 49ers.
We're gonna lose to the Niners, to Cleveland, and Houston.
If we lose to the Niners,
we're losing to all three.
The fact of it is,
everybody knows,
McDaniel can learn whatever he wants to learn. He ain't going to learn how to get players to execute. Go ahead, Cap.
Remember, the 49ers are a carbon copy of us.
But more
physical. I posted
Right,
this video on Twitter pointing out that everything Dolphins fans are asking for is what this team possesses And 2 times I can remember. The first one obviously was Dan Campbell. I didn't think it was going to last because it was a big ask. Would I've been excited that if they would have kept with him? Yes, but what did they end up doing? They got rid of him, brought in Adam Gase, a guru, a genius, or
Oh,
whatever you
Lord.
want to call him.
A greenhorn.
And you know, and then
Googly eyes.
Yeah.
and then
That's
and
By
then
the
they
way,
went
is
to the
that
playoffs.
Val Venus?
Have enough to win. We have to change the culture. I have to change the culture.
Change the culture.
And
How
that's
about
what I
that?
intend to do. And what that means is we need to become a more aggressive front
There you go.
or team in general. We need to get
Wow.
our front four on defense, our front five on the offensive line, just as a whole. We need to breed a culture of competitiveness, finish,
That's right.
and
Damn,
intensity.
That's what he did in
And
Detroit.
to me, that's
That's
where
right.
it all starts.
Huh. So when I see him
Have
as the
enough
head
to
coach
win.
of Detroit
We have to change the culture.
doing the things he talked about 10 years ago in Miami, it doesn't surprise me. What surprises me is that these Dolphin fans are asking for this again. And the problem is,
Yeah.
as soon as they
Explain
get
that, Cap.
on,
I didn't get
they
that.
get on that, and we start doing the right thing through a guy like Campbell or a guy like Flores, they then want to throw the baby out with the bathwater and supercharge it with the next new latest scheme
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
what you're
in the NFL that they're going to then take the architect or a disciple of the scheme that's offensively working, and they're going to then load it with a lot of talent so it works. And then it works, and then it's figured out, and then it's adjusted, and it could even be better or worse. It doesn't matter. We've seen it go both ways. But ultimately, what causes the team to falter is aggressiveness.
Yeah.
It's football type bullshit that a lot of people don't know.
By the way, real quick, El Cap, we have an appointment at 9:30.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm
Okay.
here.
Beautiful.
And I don't think that this whole idea that the paradigm has changed and that they've got to conform to the way the players are now. Where's the evidence of that? Because the teams that are winning right now have refused to enter that paradigm.
Well, Color, I think it's a false narrative, right? That they're letting that people are buying and selling because they want athletes to be happy, and when happy athletes do, they're charismatic in front of the microphone, and all the
But
so
what these people suggest is that the new paradigm is no more professionality. I mean, look, I'll give you an example. When we talk about a player's coach and all that, is anybody going to argue?
I think that's a
Most people would say Flores, no, not a player's coach. Hard nosed, right? Blah blah blah. I disagree. I think there's a way to do everything. And when you talk about a player's coach, okay, I would define a player's coach as one that's wearing an Andrew Van Ginkel t-shirt at a press conference to promote his charity because the guy is performing for him on the field. Flores ain't no player's coach.
Dan Campbell, I mean, he's clearly a hard guy, and he's definitely a player's coach. I mean, you see what that team is doing
again
for them.
You can be friends with you can be
we've seen it. We've seen
your manager at your work. Who are their friends in the company? The people that perform for them.
That's exactly where I was gonna go. That's where I was gonna go to, Cutler. Yeah, you. There's players. There's players, coaches, or coaches, players.
But the moment you stop performing, is your manager inviting you to
You're not gonna be
Christmas
nice
dinner?
to the guy who doesn't produce.
But Truefin, the moment you stop performing, does that same manager still invite you to this year's Christmas dinner?
Absolutely not. He's
Thank
waiting
you.
to fire your ass.
But you're no longer friends, but you were friends.
Yeah, we were boys. What happened? Well, you ain't producing the same. You got to go.
No different than guess what? If your spouse is not performing, and I use the word spouse to make it
right,
non-gendered. You know what I mean? not because of that, but because women can leave men and men can leave women. It don't matter. I'm not trying to make it either one. I'm saying your spouse, if they stop performing for your family, what happens?
You get replaced.
They get, or a divorce, we'll say, at the very least.
Yeah.
You go
Come
meet
home.
Judge Maybelline.
Maybelline. Yeah. I'll tell you
Does
what.
that mean you weren't friends before? Does that mean you weren't lovers before? No, it just means they're not performing now.
Which is why I've never believed in the coaches who are players coaches. I don't believe in that narrative. To me, if you're the guy that's going to want to be friendly with everybody, that means you're going to be friendly with people who don't deserve it and are not going to perform to a certain level so that you could win. Now,
Or
if you're an asshole and you got guys playing for you, I'll be
Listen, my
your
thing
players
is,
coach, no problem. You're
you
performing for me.
can't build discipline with being the nice guy. Listen,
Right, absolutely.
I have a military background. I was in the Air Force for 6 years, and you
I salute you.
cannot
I
be the
salute you.
nice guy, dude.
yeah,
You can't, and that's what McDaniel is. Like, we have no discipline when we're in someone else's stadium and it's loud and it's cold or whatever the environment is, and the line can't hear, and we have penalties all over the place. That shit don't happen at home because it's quiet when they're on the field.
But
That's
what if
the
you take your
problem.
players out to go see the Lion King?
See, that's soft. Soft.
I'm just
Like
wondering,
in the movie Life.
you know,
You're
what
soft.
that?
Dude, let them do what they want with the family,
You mean
bro.
I can't take my players to
Damn.
go see Lion King? The new
No,
one?
you cannot. No, you
what,
cannot.
what about
Crypto.
hold on? What
No.
about Snow White? That's
Wait a
not soft.
Nah, I
Yeah,
could deal with Snow White.
I
She,
know.
I do it.
No, but like, you look at the
It's like you,
Lions,
Jake.
right? Every year, our fan base is crying about injuries. Go look at how many players in the Lions, especially their D line, is injured and on IR. They're not making excuses. They have practice
No, they're
squad
not.
players playing for them, and they're winning games.
Right. You're right. And I was
Exactly.
one of the ones making those excuses, by the way. I'm honest, bro.
Well, listen,
I don't-
I mean, look, true
I was
fans,
one of
we
them.
all make those excuses because we're only fans, and like
The Lions ripped that narrative away.
when you're hopeful for your team, right, and you're whatever, we digest all the content. The content is what the team puts out in videos and coaches and shit like that, and then what the writers are given by the team for them to write about. And the excuse narrative always gets the one thing to happen, because whether the writers or media department is bought and paid for by the Dolphins or not, they do have the same common goal, and that is to sell newspapers, sell hype, get people to talk about the team, because nobody in the building, on the team, fans, writers, advertisers, everything, nobody's happy with a bad product. Right. So I understand, and I'm not going to begrudging them for having something to, that they're actually, need to take care of. It's taking care of themselves, really. But it doesn't mean I'm going to sit here and digest everything and take it at face value. And for all of those fans that are still living with these rose-colored glasses and these earmuffs on, listening to the word and gospel of everything that has something to gain from it outside of Super Bowls, I mean, I don't know what to tell them, right? And I point things out, and this is the stuff, bro. This is what it is. I'll do a post like this, simple, right?
Yeah.
Dear Dolphins fans, injuries are not a valid excuse. That is all. And it's here. There's
There you
13 Detroit Lions players. This is before the Packers game, and that Lions defense destroyed them. So what do I get in responses? This is what I
That's
get
them
in
right now.
responses.
That's their list right now.
That's right now. This
Yeah.
is before.
Holy shit! They're
This
That
is
was
definitely
before
they have 13
Packers
players
game.
on IR
Before the Packers game,
before the Packers game.
Yeah.
which
13
they won.
of them. Which they not only
They
won,
took
their
our
defense,
excuses
their
and threw them in the
defense
trash can.
was
That's what they
beating
did.
the shit out of Love all day.
Holy
Anyhow, so
Look at all those defensive.
what
linebackers.
are the responses I get? So the Niners just suck. Injuries have nothing to do with it. So here's the thing with the Niners, something that I
they
can't.
do. They run a Shanahan West Coast bullshit gimmicky system. That's right.
Yes and no, right?
Right.
Yes and no. But I will say this, right? They do run that bullshit West Coast gonna flank, outthink everybody.
Niners
rather
are a
than
much more
out-physically
physical
everybody.
team than us.
They're a much more physical team.
Much
Agreed.
more.
But I would say this, and this
Where's
is what
our
I
Debo
try to.
Samuel
This is
at?
what I try to relay and posts back and forth with a few people. But honestly, I'm not going to just sit here and fucking carry on conversations with fucking dummies who are too dumb to understand what I'm telling them. So I keep it very limited. But the Niners, for the last 3 seasons, have been in the postseason, totaling 9 extra games. Now, that type of toll of just
2 Super Bowls, no?
Well, no,
Yeah.
they went to the Super
2
Bowl.
of
No Super Bowl victories, right?
No, but 2
And-
of them, right? They showed
And
up 2
wasn't
times.
Brock Purdy out like
They
4
lost to
games
the
last
Chiefs
year?
both times.
Just listen, okay?
Yeah, he was color.
Just listen to my point, because the thing about the Niners this year that is finally showing up is postseason fatigue. And then what someone will say to me, postseason fatigue, will tell that to the Chiefs. Well, I'll tell people this that don't know things
Look how they
about
playing
football
now.
right
You saw
now.
how the Chiefs are playing now.
Okay. Again, I will tell things to people like this that don't understand. The fatigue is on the loser. When you win, you're on the high, not on the fatigue. You understand?
You're motivated.
Yeah, they got a
not
couple
just
extra
motivated,
pounds on the hand.
not just
Hey,
motivated,
listen,
like
listen,
you're
one
happy,
of the
you're
things-
excited.
Cincinnati's the greatest example, Capitan.
By the way, when
Yeah, look at their
when a
defense,
team loses the
exactly.
Super Bowl, they call it the Super Bowl hangover.
A
for
Super Bowl
reason.
hangover. That's
They
right.
call it a
Right.
Super Bowl hangover. They also, when teams win the Super Bowl, all those guys leave and get paid. We see that. But for the teams
they
that
out
are
the door.
that stay together and they know they're good and they're going to continue to win, the Patriots, the Chiefs as of now.
Yeah, look at the
We've
Eagles
seen
last year.
other-
They just totally collapsed. They collapsed.
We've seen teams, but my point is that for the dummy, the uneducated fan, they don't equate what postseason fatigue does to a team like the Niners versus the
Great
Chiefs.
point. Yeah,
And if I have no ability to explain it in enough different ways for people who are fucking dumb, they'll never understand it. They don't, because they've never touched grass and huffed and got fucking, tired from doing anything physical their whole life. They're huffing and puffing.
And I hate to say it. But credit
casuals.
to the only ones that haven't suffered that playoff fatigue, that haven't won, is the Buffalo Bills. To be honest with you,
Hey, whacking off in the basement.
they
is
don't have
physical.
it.
And like, okay,
Yo,
so
Jay.
okay, so like this guy, right? This guy goes, ha ha ha, Chrissy Poo, which is funny.
Goddamn.
Did you see who's on Detroit's injury list? Hutch is the only guy worth talking about. Did you see who's on Miami's last couple of years? How about San Francisco?
Hutson's
Now
a
here's the
key
thing.
player.
Here's the thing.
13
okay?
is 13.
Dolphins fans know who the fuck is on their team. They know what Cameron Good is to this team. They know what these other guys are. We don't know these motherfuckers because we're not fucking
can tell you,
we're not
Alex,
Lions fans.
Alex,
We don't
I
realize
kinda do.
we don't
I kinda
realize
do.
that safety right there is their fucking Cater Kohu. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Alex
Well, not only
Angelo has
that, Cap,
been
but
balling.
I actually do. Kaminsky. Dude's name is brought up every single game I've seen him play, and his number's called like 5
Alex
times in a
Alzoni
game.
is brought up all. That's the dude
Yes,
with the long
right.
fucking blonde
Hey,
hair.
They have the
But look
chemical, like to that point.
their
Cap.
entire starting defensive line.
Aiden
is out. Their
Hutchinson.
entire starting defensive line.
Well,
Yep,
Cap, what they're
because
exposing, what they're
they're
exposing
not
about
allowing
themselves
that to
is that
destroy
they don't
them.
watch any other football.
Well, exactly, Color, and that was
Right,
my
they're
point.
exposing
That's
them.
where I was coming around. But look,
Right.
I mean, they've got 5, 6, 7 D linemen out. Okay, now just because they've overcome it, because this team has fucking heart and grit and isn't soft, does not make them equal to the teams that lose 1 or 2 guys and can't overcome. Zach Sealer was out for 2 fucking games, and we saw 0 penetration on the defensive line when he was gone. That's the type of shit I'm talking about, bro. That's the type of shit I'm talking about.
The people on the Lions D line last game are not any more talented than the players we have.
Exactly.
I mean, they're literally picked these guys off the street. 95 has been on their team for 5 days or
means
something
they got
like
second
that.
and third
It was
string players
completely eating
performing
through
at
the
a high
line.
level, though, Bryson.
You know why?
by the way,
I want to
this
know
is
why,
the
Bryson.
same
You want to know
O-line.
why that guy showed up there? Because he showed up, and probably for the first time in a while, he's like, "Holy fuck, these boys is about playing and winning football."
Exactly.
Motherfuckers, listen, these guys want to be famous. They want to make money. They want to be rich from it. But what got them here is wanting to win football. all of the fame, all the bullshit you have to pay for, all the fucking accolades, all the fucking dumbass stats, all that shit takes a back seat to the desire of the football athlete to want to be on a winning football team that they fucking believe in.
Right. You
Because
know
of
what?
this.
Bradley
Not
Chubb
what
is
you're
big
willing to
on
give
offense.
And the
me to
reason-
suffer the rest.
And the reason for that, Cap, is because not everybody is Tyreek Hill. Everybody else is just an average to above average player. That their only hope of becoming zillionaires like Tyreek Hill is by being part of a winning organization.
Nah, maybe Color. I don't know.
But
Yes,
but
because
that's
they
the
can
thing,
get paid to
Cap.
leave. But again,
Dan Campbell.
What I'm saying is, look, Chad
No.
Henne's got a Super Bowl ring. That's what I mean.
Now I get you on that, Color. I would say this, right? I would say Brooks, our linebacker, right here. The money he's getting is the money he'll get anywhere he goes. He would much rather get the money he's getting anywhere he'll get and win fucking football games and be on a winning football
He'd rather
team.
be on the Chiefs than the Dolphins for the same price.
Exactly. Or they might take. It's just like this,
cut.
right? There's plenty of situations where we take pay cuts to be in better situations because it's personally better for us. Every single football athlete personally situation is better when they're winning. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. These guys want to win. And if you
On
can't
and off the
get
field.
them off the field, they're fucking competitors, bro. And if these guys that you have aren't what I'm talking about, then get them the fuck off your team.
Right.
Get them off your team because those
you
aren't
missed the point. You missed the point, Cosa Nostra. The point I was making is most players in the NFL are like Chad Henne. They have no hope of the accolades without executing and winning with a football team.
So
nobody's going to be giving Zach Sealer $30 million like they do Tyreek and all the fame and fortune.
Hey, remember the Raiders gave 26 or 28 to Wilkins.
Nobody's going to make an entire career for OBJ, for Zach Sealer, for making one catch.
Was anybody
Again,
giving the Raiders excuse for missing a best
when a
defensive
player,
lineman?
there's very few players.
Game?
There's very few players that pass up on the more money for the more wins when it comes to the top tier players, right?
When they want to win, yes, absolutely.
What to do is have their cake and eat it too. But there is plenty of instances of players going to teams accepting less open mark money because they hope that this is going to win them postseason success and Super Bowl success.
Yeah, I mean, these are some of the most competitive people in the world, you know?
Right.
And but you get a coach like Dan Campbell, and he can pull out that high school kid that's got dreams out of these players.
All I'm saying is
put that extra 10%.
Let Detroit
in.
win the Super Bowl, and then every one of those names on that injury report Capitan just listed, all of a sudden everybody's going to know who those names are.
Yep. Wait till
That's
those guys
my
are.
point.
And let me tell you,
okay, Color. Let me,
Bowl,
if
I'm
I may,
rooting for
Color.
them.
I'll give you a good, for instance. Single 1 year rental guys getting signed late in an injured position. For the first time ever in their career, they're on a team that everyone's watching. And when they get to the postseason, everyone's watching. And this might be a moment they didn't get in college, them to put a game-wrecking tape together. Like, remember that running back that used to be on the Dolphins that played on the Patriots, right? Like, it's those types of performances in the playoffs on to a championship run or a Super Bowl run that a guy then can parlay that into getting a 3-year contract on a team. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, there's already the name right on the tip of my tongue. It's already here. Everybody knows it. And if you say you knew the guy's name before that Super Bowl, you're lying. Malcolm Butler.
Thank you.
Wow,
we
Malcolm,
did.
I couldn't get that one.
I knew who
didn't get
Malcolm
that
Butler
one.
was for the Dolphins' sake and stuff like that. But again, as famous
People
as
were
Malcolm
standing in
Butler
line
is,
for
Color,
Malcolm Butler after that play.
He's a famous name. People know who the fuck he is.
What about what about
remember
Tim
how much
Brown?
money he got paid by Tennessee to go play for them?
Yep.
What about
To do
Tim
nothing.
Brown, who had those 3 interceptions in the Super Bowl against the Raiders? No,
Yep.
Who was
against Pittsburgh, and he signed a big contract with the Raiders. Tim Brown.
Tim
I think
Brown?
Tim
Wasn't Tim Brown the wide receiver for the Raiders?
No,
He
it
was
was
the
a
fastest man in
cornerback.
the league.
It was a
Oh, a
cornerback.
cornerback.
There was a
Yeah, something
cornerback
Brown.
named
talking
Brown.
about Rod Woodson.
Rod Woodson, maybe.
Rod Woodson.
No, Brown. It was Brown because
No.
I remember he was on Married with Children.
Married with
Jesus
children.
Christ! I mean,
Holy
what year?
shit.
What are you talking? Shake. You're gonna have to help me out here.
Damn.
I love
I
Married
know,
with Children.
I know.
Married
You
with
know one
Children.
name that came to
You
mind
mean
when
Al
you were
Bundy
talking
is
about
partnered
going
with
to
the
the
guy?
team? Randy Moss went to the Patriots. He could have gotten a lot more money to go somewhere else.
Oh
But
God,
it
yeah.
can even happen for
They
players
could have
in the
went to
playoffs.
Miami.
I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes you get these defensive backs that all of a sudden everybody knows who they are because they had a great game in the divisional round, and everybody got to see it.
So another thing, right? Something people are giving me shit over on Twitter is I seen this, right? Omar Kelly
God,
puts
dude.
I don't
Oh,
listen to
my
Omar
God.
Kelly. I can't.
Mike
I can't do
McDaniel
it.
might actually have to hire 4 defensive coordinators in 4 years. So here's what I say. I'm like,
Wow.
That's stupid.
Well-
That's just stupid.
well, here we go. And now Dolphins fans will want Robert Saleh as a DC. Weaver going to get hung out to dry.
Uh-huh.
Knew it was coming with all the 20 missed tackles talk everywhere.
We literally
here's-
said it when he was hired. that he's
I
the
said,
next
look,
one.
I could see him as a lame duck. And remember at the beginning,
Yeah.
we said we could see him as a lame duck and Saleh gets fired and comes here. Remember that, Take Color?
Yep,
I
yep,
remember
yep.
that. I
course.
actually remember that.
Bro, I
episode
just
you
want to
guys
say
talking
real
about.
quick, when I saw that tweet from Omar Capitan, I almost wanted to tweet Elon, because, bro, Elon, I'm telling you, that tweet alone single-handedly kept me off Twitter today.
Elon don't give a fuck. But
I'm just
yes,
saying that
it is. I will say
Elon-
this: it might
Elon would
violate
probably
Elon's
promote
hate tweet
Omar
stuff
for
because
doing
that's
that.
some hateful
I
shit
don't
right there.
listen to, read anything that has the name Omar Kelly on it at all. Nothing.
So a couple of people had to come in. They're like, I think it's more. He is going to get a head coaching
Well, you
job.
think the
Not he's going
journalist
to
would
get fired.
specify that's what he was talking about, Cap?
Bro, people
Color.
that make tweets like that don't watch football outside of the Miami
Okay,
Dolphins.
but listen. The guy is purporting himself to be a journalist. Okay? Putting that statement out there that could mean either what Cap said or either what Big Mark said is not journalism.
But don't you think he's doing that? He's not
Hmm.
identifying the
Of
reason
course,
why.
that's what I think.
No,
That's why
but
I'm
I'm saying
saying
I'm
it's
just
not
saying for the
journalism.
audience.
No, he's-
I'm
Yeah,
saying
but
for the
he's-
audience. That's
okay.
why he's doing that
But
because
he
he
is
wants
paid
engagement.
dude, he is purporting himself to be a journalist.
Yes.
I'm not saying good or bad on the tweet. I'm just saying he's
I don't
tweeting
think
in
he
that
reported
type of
himself
way
as doing
for
that, Color.
engagement.
I
By the way,
He's
understand
a
that,
novice.
Bryson.
I think what Bryson's saying. Well, here's what I'm
See, the
wondering.
world
Right?
of journalism, he's a
Is
novice.
this or
Right.
what Color's saying?
Exactly.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Is this co-signed type of narrative? Is this the softening up tweet from Omar Kelly to not shock Dolphin fans and to lead him into a false sense of fucking security that this is what he's going to get, a head fucking coaching job? Because this isn't the only person, and I know, and Mark's a nice,
Well,
a big
all of
Mark
this is
Diesel's
for
all right.
clicks, bro.
Well, if
That's all
people
they
like
do.
you,
But-
okay, so
Clicks.
that's what I'm saying, Cap. Look at your response. Now, Omar can come to you and say, "Oh, well, I was just talking about the fact that he might be hired somewhere."
Oh no! Listen, first of all,
Right, and it goes
just
back earlier to what I
just
was
so
telling you,
everybody
Cousins,
knows,
they
right?
can't spill
Omar
the
doesn't
tea.
retweet my
They could
tweets.
dance around it because they could get their cards pulled. So they never give
Well,
us the
Cap,
truth. They
If
talk
it makes
Omar's
shit.
you
not
feel better,
retweeting
I actually
my
like
tweets.
Omar Kelly, and he
I don't
respond to me
mind
either.
Omar. I love Omar personally, but Omar doesn't retweet my tweets. Omar retweets TDs because he and TD go back and forth at each other, and he also retweets people who have like 100 or 18 followers. They've been on since 2020 or freaking 2012, and they've got 21 followers, and he'll retweet to them. That's who he retweet. Like, okay, well, look, I'll show you a perfect example, buddy. I'll show you a goddamn
That's so
example.
he
Listen,
can always say, "Who are you? You don't know." nothing."
yes, that's exactly right. It's
Oh, I
exactly what he
fucking
doesn't
love it.
want is a back and forth with fucking Capitan is what he doesn't want. So hold on, let's see.
Tells you he
Here we
listens to
go.
your show.
Mad
here we go.
doggo.
Mad
Like-
doggo. Mad doggo. 72. LOL, Bill Parcells, Carl Peterson, making fun of Mad Dog. Let's see who this Mad Doggo is. Since 20, he got 191 followers. This is the guy. He takes a shot. Look what his first fucking thing is.
Right.
On his fucking thing.
Right.
This is his first fucking thing on here. He's
Okay,
fucking
Cap.
just a-
So do you
he's
see
just a
why
fucking
I don't
guy
have any
dicking around,
patience
you know?
for people that
He's
are
just
like,
a dude. So hold
bro.
up. Let's see who else he's retweeting. Oh, here we go. Dan Campbell has a for clarity. Let's see who this guy is. Schlong John Silver. Great name.
Oh my god, dude. Come
Schlong
on.
John
West Palm Beach,
Silver.
baby, 561. Let's go.
He's in West Palm, got 147 followers. That's who's getting the retweet and responding to him, right?
Right,
Cool
right.
fucking name,
Right, Cap. So then they turn around and they tell us, oh, well, if you saw the amount of Tua hate on Twitter, and I tell them, I don't ever see that. They're literally talking about these billions of bot accounts, dude.
Yeah, like Schlong John Silver, dude. Come on, bro. It's fucking
All the great names.
Okay, let's see. Oh, wait, this one's got a blue check
What the hell
mark.
did I miss? Cap was talking about Sloan Jones and shit.
Let's see.
No.
This guy. Oh, look, this one's actually an account. Holy
Oh,
fuck.
man.
This is let's see what this is.
What is
Obsessed
that?
with
The strong
scenarios
speech
of your
interest,
girl
Crypto?
getting. Oh, look, this ain't got nothing to do with football. It's got to
Cap
do with
is
some other.
fascinated by Sloan Jones.
Okay, let's look at this one. More Omar Kelly misinformation to cover for the organization Ross failures. First of all, I'm gonna probably give this guy a fucking follow.
I know, right?
Let's see who this. Yep, following this guy. But this guy, 2013, 509 followers. Just a regular dude doing
Right.
regular fucking shit on the internet.
Right. Just
But
a regular old opinion. Right.
That's who Omar's gonna get into a dialogue with, as if this guy's gonna be responding and anything like that. No,
You're wrong. You're wrong. So you better buy season tickets while they still last.
And then look, we get waiting for you over at Blue Sky. Emotional cripples. That's who's caping up to support him in his 8,000 views. Block. I don't have time and patience for your sensitive ass fans today. Sensitive ass fans. What about you sensitive ass writers, bro? What
I
about
know,
you
right?
sensitive ass right? We're gonna talk about sensitive ass
You don't
fans. We
make
got some
enough
sensitive
money?
ass writers up in the streets.
Right, old Sun Sentinel or whatever don't pay him enough. Damn.
I mean, no,
Actually,
well,
he's the
no,
Herald
he's
now.
with the Herald. First, he was with the Sentinel. Then he was free agent. Then he was. Then he hit the pivot in SI, and then now he's back at doing
You
the
know
Herald.
what's funny
so.
too? I don't see any of those people that come at you, Cap. I don't see any of them saying that Omar is just like, are you just collecting your Elon check? You know what I mean?
Oh my God, dude! Well, let's see if I can find that. Let's see if I can find where I've
I
collected
ain't
my
seen
Elon
one
check.
person
bro,
tell Omar that.
Yo, he was at I Am Athlete for like 8 months and then was like,
I mean, I ain't
I'm
hating on
done
Omar
with
for that. If that's
Meghan
what
Markle.
he's
He
doing,
had a
hey,
big
more power
fallout
to you. It's
with
Twitter.
Marshall and I am
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
I mean,
Huge
a lot of
fallout.
people that have
They're
done
getting
business
sued.
with Brandon Marshall
Yeah,
have, to be
yeah,
honest.
yeah. He's supposed to be. He's like a shitbag supposedly, but whatever. I don't know him.
Just
So
don't perpetrate that appeal to authority on me, and then we're fine.
well, I'm with you. I don't play with that.
But Cap, I got a question though. Like, would you be cool?
You don't
with
have a
Robert
right to
Saleh
tell me how
as
bad a
DC?
cheeseburger is unless you're a chef.
Oh no! Listen, I
Jeff
love.
don't even
I
have
would
that
love
right.
Robert Saleh coming to the Dolphins. I thought he
eat
had a
that
great
cheeseburger.
defense.
I'll
But
let
you know
you
what
know.
You know what Jets fans told me about Robert Saleh that I didn't know as a Dolphins fan, because I confess I don't watch the Jets intently like they do. But I just did a show last night with Jets Cast. I'll put it on the page.
Yeah.
But did a cross up episode, talked to them. And I don't know if we did it in the show or if it was backstage, but I asked them about Saleh. You know what they said? They go, Saleh's a great coach, all stuff. The problem is he's too soft. I swear to fucking God.
Man.
They
my
said he's
God.
too fucking soft. He gets
So
walked
he'll
over.
fit right in.
He doesn't
He'll fit right
hold
in.
his players accountable. So he's gonna be perfect, buddy. We're bringing Robert Saleh, another easy to control puppet boy, because that's what this fucking team and organization wants. Some fucking soft motherfucking bitches up in this bitch. Everybody
by the
getting
way-
hand lotion up in this motherfucker.
By the way, El
Damn.
Capitan,
Damn.
listen, if they were to reboot Temple of Doom, Robert Saleh will be the perfect guy to the guy who
Handamonia,
people's hearts out.
Handamonia.
Yeah.
Dude, that takes the heart out.
Yeah, that would be Robert
Handamonia.
Saleh.
Yeah.
He
I
could
thought so
also
too, dude.
play the Scorpion King.
He looks like Xerxes
Oh yeah,
from
the
300.
Scorpion King. Yeah.
Hey, you
Or
guys want to watch something
not the
funny? You
Scorpion
guys
King. He
want to
can
watch?
play Imhotep. That's who
Hey,
he
you
play. He
guys
can play
want to watch
Imhotep.
something funny on YouTube
Right.
that has to do with the New York Jets and their fans? Look up the New York jokes. That shit is hilarious. It's two guys, and it is the typical New York Jets fans, and they're watching the game. It's on YouTube. It's called the New York jokes. It's
I have to
hilarious.
check them out.
Oh,
It's
damn.
hilarious. How they hate their team and we fucking suck. And why are they doing this and why are they doing that? Like they know more football than everybody on the field. Typical Jets. Typical Jets. It's hilarious. I love laughing at these guys.
I
hate
got a
the Jets.
$50 bet with a buddy on the Jets Dolphins game, but we made this bet in like
Oh, by the
freaking
way,
August.
hey, by the way,
So,
Jay Miami, did you know that the guy that played Imhotep on The Mummy,
On the Mummy, Emotep.
that
Imhotep was
guy
a
was
real
the
person.
same guy that played Pablo Escobar in Blow. I shit you not. Go look it up.
Is it?
No shit. Emotep. He was real. He was real.
I thought that was Billy Zane.
No.
No, it's not Billy Zane, but it does look a lot like him, actually, now that you say
No,
that.
Imhotep is that bald dude that played on 24. He was the villain on one of these seasons of 24.
Um,
Yeah, I don't give a fuck
was like,
about
wait a
none
minute,
of
that's
that
Billy
shit.
Zane.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah, he do look like him,
So something I hadn't talked about
Bro, you just put a Mike McDaniel and it
yet
makes me want
up
go
to
take
this
a shit.
point. I had a tweet that went out. I essentially made all of the back channel
It
rumors
said back door.
public. I did. All of the things I've been hearing for months now, all of the dirty stuff that's been brought to my attention, personal phone calls, DMs, people in which that I have gotten information from over the years now, and made people privy to that was true. Some, I would say I'm batting with the source game, as people want to call it, at like a 90%, not even close, because I don't really do this all the time. But again, all of this not confirmed, and all of everything was always preferenced on being a rumor. And so I made people aware of what's being said behind doors about Mike McDaniel. And essentially, that there's stories saying, Miami lifestyle is catching up to him, or Miami nightlife catching up to him, late night team building, other excuses being thrown around, prioritizing rubbing elbows with celebrities and other things he's having, and that some players are turning their backs on him now. Stuff to this and that, the players don't take him seriously because they don't respect him and they're out partying and they feel like they're allowed to, and people didn't want to hear that, right? So I got a lot, and I mean a lot of motherfuckers hating on the captain for all this shit. And this guy Tom Ernest, he's a Dolphins Talk dude. And listen, I like the guys over at Dolphins Talk, but this guy Tom over here consistently, he fucking thinks he's the only guy in the podcast realm that's allowed to have information that is believable. If it's not believable to him and he doesn't have the information, then it's not real information. So he's the only one that's allowed to check it off. But so he says, who's saying this? Let's see the post or text. Like, who the fuck's this person think you want me to show you a picture of my dick?
You want to
too,
hear
Tom?
something funny,
What the
Cap?
fuck?
I believe all of that shit. Call me stupid, but I believe that all of that shit is true.
Well, it's fine, buddy. We don't have to get into that. So he goes, I feel like this is clickbait bullshit. You should probably just delete it. Just delete it. You're not going to get enough Elon bucks to justify keeping it. On top of that, any shred of credibility you think you have is long gone if none of this is true. So why post this bull? First of all,
but what if it is true?
First of all, Tom.
Well, it's surprise.
Tom's been doing this since 2012 here on Twitter, running Perfectville, running I think it's Perfectville, I don't know. On Dolphins Talk Tom. I mean, nice guy. I've talked to him before, but again, he's the one worried about credibility, as he says. He's the one worried about the narrative, walking and towing the fucking company line. I don't work for the fucking Dolphins. Okay, I don't. And until these motherfuckers are cutting El Capitan a motherfucking check or giving me free fucking press passes with the tailgate, I ain't gonna say what the fuck they think I'm supposed to say. That shit ain't gonna happen, right? So until then, I'm going to say what the fuck Capitan wants to say. And probably even if they're paying me, I'm still going to do that, which is why I will never, again,
Right.
So I had to respond to him and I said, hey, yeah, I'm just rolling in my non-monetized X account thinking of buying a boat. He says, blue check equals monetized. That's a lie. So obviously, again, to him, Tom, who's worried about credibility, worried about, Dolphins, Toddcat, Poscat, worried about all those things, he gets his blue check because he is monetized, Color. He's monetized. So I must be monetized just like him because I'm in it for only the money and click money.
There's 3 different tiers, and only the top tier is monetized, if I'm not mistaken.
Color, I could be monetized a ton of times now, a ton. I'm just
saying it's not a requirement to have a blue check. You don't automatically get it.
Hey,
the blue check means you are verified.
A premium member. That means you're a subscriber to Elon's
not
platform.
Even premium. It's not even premium. There's a minimal requirement verification that I paid. I think I paid like $1 a month for that. I signed up. They get there. It was like $10 a month, and they were giving it for $1. And I said, fine.
It's a subscription to Twitter. There's 3 different tiers, and I believe only the third top tier is monetized.
My subscription. I'm not buying into the propaganda.
So, anyhow, anyways,
I mean, it's easy to verify.
Still wanting to see hard facts and just spitting your opinion as actual info, which we know the whole post is pure cap. Okay, I said, so because you chose to monetize, apparently everybody else, and I'm cap, obviously you have an agenda and narrative to push, and that's fine. Stop projecting on me, little man. So I just want to show everybody something real quick. So let's see. How do I do it?
Get paid to post is the second tier, the premium, not the premium. It's premium and premium plus.
So look, I just while I have it,
shake money like in the hurricanes,
just real quick, I'll hit premium here.
I don't like natural disasters.
I'll hit monetize, and my account, and as you can see, it says right here, not eligible because I have not taken the other accounts in to monetize yet, which to become monetized, you have to have at least 5 million engagements in 3 months, which I hit that every 3 months. And you have to have 500 verified followers follow you, which I've got well over that. I could monetize this very moment live on screen with you guys if I felt like it. I don't do it for monetization. So just so we're clear on that fact.
I mean, you literally could just show them your account page.
I just did, Color,
and redact any personal information. You know what I mean?
Hey, but a little news for the game. Ian Rappaport just reported Breece Hall and Sauce Gardner are doubtful.
That was earlier today.
I reported about Sauce Gardner. I didn't know about Breece Hall.
Breece Hall, I think, is the new one, the new ad.
Okay. I mean, I think we beat them with them anyways. I mean, the last year, both games, we clobbered them. Yes, they didn't have Aaron Rodgers, but he's not.
The other thing, Cap, is you can go to Social Blade and look up people's Twitter too. It's not just for YouTube.
So,
like he can literally find out how much anybody's making on Social Blade on Twitter.
Matter, Color. Again,
it's like
projecting, Color. JD here says you have a blue check mark and chose not to be monetized. And I said he doesn't want to hear that, JD. Or no, he says you can have a blue check mark and choose not to be monetized. I said he doesn't want to hear that, JD. He can't fathom people just get a blue check mark and do this for anything other than making money and pushing narratives and agendas like himself. This is what he says. This dude says, I'm pushing an agenda while having a shitty clickbait post up and not deleted. Hilarious, Chris.
The agenda he's pushing is that you're not credible. That's right.
That's right. That's right. He's literally retweeting and retweeting agenda pushing narratives right now. So and what's funny is, right, every time I'm the guy that goes back, when they do something and then I do it because they've done it, then they're like, how dare you do that? And I'm like, holy fuck. I watch this on TV when politics and the news is on. People do this shit all the time. They're fucking psychopaths. So then I said, this nerd, he goes, this dude says to push agenda. I said, this nerd thinks because someone made him feel cool, now he can tell people to take stuff off the internet. Sad little jealous fragile boy. Make those Twitter dollars, ho. See, I will turn up. Like, you want to do this? I will be cordial, but once you go to,
Yeah, me too.
Once you taking it not cordial, then fine. I can take it beyond the edge, and that's where I'll keep going. And then he goes, nobody made me feel cool. But since we're on the topic, I bet you feel cool posting complete bullshit to give yourself a chuckle. Huh? Cuckboy. Cuckboy is a funny term. I'll give him that. Looking for attention, starve because no one believes your bullshit posts. Were you the one throwing around fake news in the off season too? Weird behavior, touch grass.
Do you know this guy at all, or he just came at you?
I mean, he's come at me before because he's a real super sensitive homosexual Dolphins fan. Like,
Correct.
that's just the facts.
That's a fact.
Like, that's how he gets down. I've spoke to him on Dolphins Talk. I know the guys on Dolphins Talk. I'm pretty cool with some of the dudes on Dolphins Talk, but I feel like he's got an agenda against me because I get it, right? Like, I look just like the guy that stole his girlfriend in high school. It's not me, buddy, but it certainly could have been. So I've replied to his shit, and I said, nobody makes me feel cool. The only smart and truthful thing you wrote in that entire post. What a dork, and I'm not taking it, and I'm taking it easy on the hoe ass nobody. Chill the fuck out, Tommy boy, because I'm taking it easy on him. Which he kind of, and even this, I gotta be honest, I'm taking easy on him. So now this is,
yeah, when it comes to lighting somebody up with words, man, I could go into places where most are not even prepared to fucking listen to it. So I try to stay off of it, you know. So unless you take me there, it's gonna end bad for you because it's not gonna end bad for me.
So people this is a honed craft in my family, right? Like, this is what my family does.
Yeah,
we only have family gatherings to destroy each other. So that's what we do. We get together to break each other, and it's honestly what keeps us together. But I know how to look at exactly what you're proud of, exactly what you really mean, and tell you about yourself that makes you mad. Because more often than not, people are lying to me and themselves when they're speaking like this. And all I got to do is not even psychoanalyze, because it's not like I'm a fucking doctor or anything. I just listen to what you're saying and go, oh, I got you. You're a fucking.
Yeah, most people will give you all the information you need to know.
Exactly right. Exactly.
I learned that everything. From troubleshooting computer technology. When you get a person when you get a layperson that doesn't know the technology, all you do is let them talk, and they'll tell you exactly what's wrong with their computer.
Yeah, I know. It's almost time to go, Shake.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love messing. I love analyzing people's reason for being, why they're the way that they are, and then once I tap into that, it's over.
So without going too much into it, there was a group chat that I was added, didn't know, but was in there, and I was nice, and some of the people I knew in this group chat on Twitter, and some of them I know of, didn't know, but know of. And, was cordial to him. But, every now and again, I'll put, a tweet of whatever I posted on there. And when this tweet ended up in that chat, everybody really wanted to start a dialogue with me. And I get it, right?
Yeah.
But what's funny is, and this chick, Brittany, she runs a podcast. I'm not going to go too much into it and all that stuff, but she kind of clips this and makes it look like I'm in her DMs, right? when the fact is that it was on a complete
Right.
thread. And this was me after pretty much losing it, after I've gone through 3 different paragraphs explaining to everybody what, why I said it. And I'm sorry that it's bothering them, but this is what I heard, and don't shoot the messenger. But because they told me, several of them, that I need to delete it, get rid of it, and I said, well, I'm not, then it was, you're a piece of shit, you're a terrible fucking person, how
Right.
fucking could.
Personal.
Then it was
They
all this
crossed the
stuff, and it goes
personal
like
line.
that. And then I'm like, okay, then I was like, fine, fuck y'all, bunch of pussies, wannabe fucking creators. Y'all are fucking new around here. And I did. Listen, this is me getting in my feels. I said, OMG, Britt, sorry that I struck such a nerve. Get the fuck over it. And then I said, I hope he removes me from this group too, with all these fucking pussies in this fucking group. I know y'all are new content creators, and I've been doing and I've been doing this for fucking years. Sit back and learn something, and stop crying about every little thing your fragile ass, you guys can't fucking pathetic, blah, 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 blah. Just kind of went on and rambled a little bit. But essentially I got through to that. She has a, great time clipping it and posting it and making it seem like this is a personal contact to her. And this is a full character assassination attempt on El Capitan, that she had hoped and prayed that the entirety of the Dolphins fan base was going to jump down my neck, and then one day we'll see it's gone, and they're going to all the munchkins in Munchkin land are going to be free from the wicked witch of the fucking down southeast from Miami motherfuckers, bitch ass motherfuckers. So anyhow, then a couple people pipe in. Where's it at?
The lollipop, you. The lollipop, you.
The lollipop. Oh man, where is it? Looks like some of these people. Here it is. This guy. Oh man, this scumbag doesn't know it. But if he ever wanted a media career, that's over. What a fucking dork. First of all, Alf here, does 3 yards per carry, right? He's been
you mean 4th and 1?
Yeah, you mean that's right. 3 yards per carry will effectively get you at 4th and 1. It is a 3 and out way to have. Listen, great name for a Dolphins podcast, because coming up short, right? Just like Alfredo Arteaga's media career, coming up short, because this guy's been at it for a long time. I've listened to him. I know he's on 5 Reasons Sports Network. I've heard their 3 yards per carry network. But again, like, as far as if you're going today and asking people, who's in the Dolphins community, yeah, some people know who Alf is, but I know motherfuckers know who Capitan is. And yeah, just because Alf might know some people in a back room somewhere.
And all he ever does is shit on everybody. Like, every one of his comments that come across my feed are vile, dude. Like,
Is this guy a fighter, or did he just meet Muhammad Ali and put that there?
What's that?
Was he a fighter, or is that
No?
That's Muhammad Ali punching him in the face.
No, I know that's Ali, but I'm saying
that was in his thinner days.
Yes, again, and listen, I don't dislike fight scene when I was young. Here's the fucking crazy part, right? I don't dislike.
Is it me, or that photo looks photoshopped?
It's probably not, but I don't dislike Alf. But Alf has routinely for years now felt like it's okay to take jabs at me and that I'm just a fucking nobody. But the reality is it makes him feel inferior to himself and a lot of these other people, right?
Well, that's insecurity.
Like the Britney, the Britney chick.
Where'd Keller go?
The Britney chick, she wanted to, she's reached out, wanted to do a show and stuff like that. And I had planned on having her come on a Tuesday or something. I'll be honest, I was bringing a lot of guys from the Dive Bar podcast, really cool dudes. They were trying to get in. I know we got Ghost on. Maybe we'll do that. I kind of let that Tuesday shit slip through my fingers. But I feel like people like Alf, he's saying I'm a nobody, but really he's talking to himself, because here I and me and these guys in this network have in a short time equally get the reach they got. And I know that bothers these guys, that they can't understand why are they listening to El Capitan and not taking me. I'm a respected wannabe fucking journalist. You're fucking nobody. That's
You can't even
why.
ask why
You
Jalen
fucking
Wright didn't
idiots.
get
I
one
don't
This
touch.
is
understand
the
that.
fucking internet.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
computers.
understand that thought
Everyone.
process
You
of
know who
hate
gets
and-
listened to?
and
The one
jealousy.
that's fucking right. Me. That's all I had to say.
I don't understand
yeah,
all the
brother.
jealousy and envy, bro. There's space for everybody, in my opinion. But whatever. I'm just
to
me.
Delusional Patriots fan. Again, right? Like you said, it's a cardinal sin. And because we were playing that game, I don't ever look. Here's the deal: I'm not the one that draws blood, but I am the one that fucking gets the kill. Okay, you're not gonna draw blood from me in a perceptive whatever arena you want. It could be debate, it could be football, it could be fucking video games that I don't fucking play. I don't give a fuck what it is. I will beat you because I'll die before I lose with anything. And I don't like getting this competitive. I really never get this way because it makes me turn into that fucking guy that I just don't want to do. But I will gladly unleash it. So when Brittany went ahead and screenshot that and hang it out to dry, and I mean, people are piping up all over the place. And it's, oh, you're thirsty in her DMs. I'm like, well, no, this was a group chat. So I went ahead and posted all of that interaction of the group chat so everyone could see this is how it started.
So everyone
And
asking you to cancel you and shit. Yeah.
well, yeah, and
Yeah,
listen,
lovely.
from the beginning, J Mac was like, "Yo, yeah, Cap, making fun because this guy Tom went at me," and I was like, "All I'm saying, blah 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 blah," and you can go in and there's the whole thing, and I'm like, "Look, didn't want to, but there's only so many times I could hear this over the past few months before, blah, 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 blah. And I'm in their fucking struggle session now, okay?" I'm in their fucking struggle session. And I knew it. I'm like, all I'm saying, been hearing this since week 2, and the last time I heard shit moving like this, it was with Flores. So I put it out there. And then it's not my intention to
I
make
bet their women wear their hair up in a bun.
But if you but you can perceive it as distasteful, and I didn't
What's
like
wrong with the
hearing it
bun?
either. But it was enough being told around. Sorry, I'm not right. I'm not a righteous person to not post something. Okay, I get it. Fine. I am a bad person. Fine. I bend the knee. And then it's this Selly sports guy, another new dude. That they're Dolphins list. They have a small little YouTube channel. They're new. They do all this Twitter stuff. They got their little clique, and they're fine. I'm glad they're doing a thing, but they feel like there's a moral obligation to tell me what to fucking do. And nobody's going to tell me. Again, I just want to make it abruptly clear. Okay? Nobody here, nobody in my job. And now my job, I have bosses, right? But I have a line. Ultimately, no one's going to get me to do or not to do anything I don't want to. And when it comes to talking fucking sports on the fucking internet and podcasts, which if anyone wants to, learn fucking how, sink the fucking money in, do the fucking work, and suffer the fucking the growth and fucking pain of it, and then come back to me.
And by the way, when was the last time the internet decided what was moral in the first place?
Fucking first of all, the internet has got the dark web of disgustingness to this bullshit. Shake, I'm gonna wrap it up here, Shake, because I know you want to go.
I got you, bud.
There's just it's a lot of this stuff that went on where again and I thought it was getting kind of okay, right? You don't like him, fine, blah, 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 blah. It has nothing to do with Mike McDaniel. In fact, I love Mike McDaniel. Again, all presumptions, right? Personally, I'm more, this is where we had like a little funny back and forth, actually. And then Brittany's like, if you want to go after his coach, go for it, little guy. But you came after him as a person with accusations of. First of all, I didn't come with a single accusation, and any accusations they're putting on him with the wording, you're putting those pieces together all on your own. of relapsing that you literally have zero credible sources, can confirm bullshit, garbage, blah, 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 blah. Bullshit, garbage, exactly, bullshit, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. And then, again, I said, that's when it came to this point. Then they're like, kick him out of this group. You're a piece of shit, garbage, little man. Again, I was like, all right, fuck these fucking bitches. I hope they kick me out. And now at this point, I'm going to burn this bridge on the way out. So again, they're not in the best of orders, but sick shit, just everything. You name it, it was all there. You can go and look on my fucking Twitter page about it. But I wanted to let this simmer because, the tweet went a little viral. It's got like 200,000 views. Didn't go as viral as the tweet right before it of me asking, why can't Tua make this throw that Bo Nix threw? And that had like 250,000 views on it. But riddle me that.
I'll be in the other studio. All right.
All right. I'll close it down, Shake. I just want to say to everybody, right? For anyone that's out here creating, doing things, do you, right? This is a big, big fan base. It's broad. There's tons of different people. Do not interact with people like me that are going to hurt you with their words on the fucking internet. Not attacking words, not words that could be considered threats or violence or anything to that fucking nature. Hurt you with my criticisms or my whatever reporting I'm gonna say, whatever I'm gonna fucking talk about. Because if you want to dive in front of the bullets I'm throwing out there in the ether, that's on you. You're a fucking dumbass. You're scrolling around the internet looking for something to be upset about. And if you're looking for that, you'll find me. And you could troll me and I'll troll you and I'll ignore a lot. But if you want to try to hang me out to dry and gather up the masses to fucking take down Frankenstein, well, Frankenstein will kill the whole town. That's it. I will destroy people. I am ruthless as fuck. I am competitive as fuck. Please, somebody give me a fucking reason to get that way. Please. Please, for the love of fuck, somebody get me in complete vitriol up at 3 a.m., grinding the midnight oil. Give me the fucking motivation I need. Because then you'll be really fucked. Because you want to know who's going to get run up out of here. The ones with fragile feelings will not be around. I promise that. And with that, thank you, everybody, for coming up. I got to catch Shake in the back studio. I will catch you fools.
All right, man.
On the next time, and we'll see you guys later.
See you guys.
I totally took over Shake's fucking thing.
Nah, man, that's cool.
I'll see you boys.
Good shit.